right. Hello, welcome. Mars is figuring out her headphones, I believe. Yep, she is.
There it is.
Ah, she's here. Maybe? No? I'm gonna mute her until... Uncertain. But... Hello, welcome everybody. No, we can't. Can we hear me? We can hear me. Yep. Hello, welcome. How are we today? I don't know what she's doing. Oh, I'm gonna have to do her thing. But yes, how are we? Vito Ninja. Oh, are you here now? Maybe? Am I muted? I'm not muted. Oh my goodness, what a way to start. It's been so long. Oh my goodness. Yes, Mars, I can hear you. It's you. Oh, that's really, really funny. She had no idea that she was supposed to be hearing me. Hello, Mason, and hello, Enthuse. Enthuse, you've figured out the secret. All of y'all who got snow, are you here? Can you hear me? Ah, I'm gonna unmute you on stream now. There was no way for me to tell you. Hold on, there was no way for you to know.
Way for me to know.
All right, you're here now.
But you told me I was in voice jail.
I didn't tell you you were in voice jail. You're here now.
The power of Federico compels me. You know, it also compels me pulling up Twitch on my phone so I could still see chat.
Oh my goodness.
While I'm
no.
arting tonight,
No
I
more
can
ghosts.
share my screen.
Yes, I have that ready to go. When you are
this thing
ready to go.
Oh gosh, all the scuff tonight. I mean, I'm ready to go.
Yes. I'm moving over there. I have to make one of these that's just for us, but I have yet to do that because life is hard and there's not enough time in the day. I always forget where it is, this one. Gonna work? There it is. She's here! Welcome! Well, first we're actually gonna go... Oh, we can't... Alright, I have to do some things.
More like
gonna switch
farting?
back.
Is that the new phrase for the scuff?
Yes.
Les
Alright.
scuff?
Scuff should be done. First, before we get into the thing, it's been a while, guys, and so I'm going to show off
It's
art.
been so long.
I did a lot of art. So I have the big screen to show off my art. It's my stream. You're doing what I want. I'm addicted to Paper Demon. It's a problem.
Hey, hello, co-host. Hi.
Yeah, but it's my stream. Well, I'll show your art in a second. Yes, Enthuse. So the prompt for this was Transformicorn, where your character either, if they are unicorn already, loses their unicorn traits, or if they're not, they gain them. And this character here, their artist actually drew them for the Hydrate Don't Dihydrate prompt as drinking unicorn tears tea. And I basically said,
I was just
like,
impressed you were able to even think of a prompt for this.
well, so this is
admittedly
exactly how it went.
This one because I was like, I got nothing.
I literally only did it because I knew about the Hydrate Don't Dihydrate prompt with this character where they made unicorn tier tea, and I loved it. I loved it so much, and I commented, I was like, oh, you know, Flair's gotta come try that sometime. And they're like, you know, come anytime, right? And I don't yes and maybe no, Enthuse, and I'll get to that in a second, but and so I was like, oh, what if that like makes them turn into like unicorns and stuff? That's pretty fun. And then
In the world of fantasy, anything is possible.
Yeah, exactly. So, they're trying to tease, whatever. And then I had read more about the character's personality, right? This guy. And his whole thing is he, like, helps people fall asleep. He's kind of like a demigod of sleep and stuff. So I was like, okay, what if it's not that they actually transform? It was all just a dream.
It was all a dream. Dream theory.
Dream. But they're really pretty. I love the designs for the unicorns. Again, they're unicorn hybrid somethings. They have a singular horn. They have hoofed back feet, but the rest is up. Roe, Pastry Puff's tea pet,
so
is
is
a
this
fox.
something you had to think of yourself, or is this creature someone else came up with?
This is me being like, taking the base animal of each tea pet, so, Scarlet Macaw and Fox, and then, like, smushing them with a unicorn. That's what I did. So this is all original, not based off anything specific. And then, so, Hippogriff is a debatable thing in Zeus, and the reason for that is because, just like how Flare, as in, glossed color form, his arms are his wings. Here the arms are also the wings, so that's not a classic hippogriff. A classic hippogriff does have a third pair of limbs. So yeah, they're just kind of like my own personal chimeras that, again, have
They're super cute.
enough unicorn vibes to get by as, like, it's a unicorn. I will say it's really funny to have Flare's, like, beak hair design and then an actual beak. It's just an interesting layering thing. But I really love his colors so much. And then I had, like,
really good.
There's
Got
another
this nice
prompt
shine
going
to
on.
them.
Yeah, well, I really captured that dreamscape look with the shading. I was really trying. But then there's another prompt that's been going on for a while. There's a special quest line where you either choose to be part of the Syndicate or part of the Resistance, basically. And
yes, I remember this one.
I was struggling originally with how Flare was going to fit into this, right? Because he's not a fighter. And my main idea was, of course, like, being in the galley, like giving everybody food. Food's very important for war and everything. But every idea I was having involved drawing a bunch of other characters, and it's like that's too much work, so I just kind of was like, and there's this magma, so I did this little, like, flare peeking out, and that, satisfied the prompt. So I was like, okay, like, that's enough. I don't need to do it. But then, I don't know, yesterday just kind of hit me real hard with, like, here's your comic idea. And I was like, okay, so here we have Let Him Cook Flare. Where he puts on the little bandana.
Soup's on.
Yep. And, we get the armor on. And, I of course, very, consistently, I had him put on special gloves, and then I didn't draw him wearing the gloves. But, we're just having fun here, so that's fine.
You know what? He gets to make food. It fulfills the prompt. You got it.
But, so yeah, I had a fun time, and I did this one very quickly. This one's like a rushed one versus this one's definitely more polished. I think you can tell. I can tell. But not in a bad way. I will say I'm getting happier with my quicker stuff, and I'm actually pretty proud of this background, which is like what I would call a lazy background.
I like the lighting in that background. It's got some ambiance to it.
But this is definitely the kind of background I would do for, like, art fight stuff. So, Paper Demon's doing its job. That's for certain. All right. And then quickly, before I work on the comic, I am going to finish these little stickers real fast, because Mars and I realized that, holy shit, there are way too many holidays for creatives that we need to be a part of. And,
yeah, there really are.
I was like, all right, I finally found like a calendar that is like the whole year at once, but not in a way that is so small that you can't like mark anything on it. So I was like, oh, this is perfect. I'm just gonna make these stickers, quote unquote, digital stickers for it.
Happy 12-day early birthday, Mason. A fellow no.
Okay, let me actually go back and read chat a little bit here. Yes, guys, if Mars is flickering, it is not her attempting to talk. It is her doing keyboard stuff. If she's like dancing,
I should
that's not her
be
attempting
flickering
to talk.
right now because
No, it was
I'm not
before.
doing keyboard stuff.
It was before.
Oh, before?
Yes.
Oh, no, you know what that was? I was futzing with, okay, I'm cold. It's really cold
It is really
today.
fucking cold. So cold today. Jesus Christ.
I needed to turn on my extra heater in my room because I am freezing and my room is freezer temperature. What you probably heard and what caused me to dance was me clicking the remote for my heater and the button. I bet that's what did it. I bet that was it. It was a very loud click.
Tarot card.
Not a fellow,
justice.
no, Mason. A fellow
The justice
November.
Well, Federico, I have toyed with the idea of vague card, quote unquote, merch, quote unquote, for Ace Toonie, just because obviously we have a deck of cards theme kind of going on, because like Ace and Dylan's the Joker and everything. And I definitely want to finish that idea. I just kind of got stuck because I like started it and then I was like, all right, this is where I've gotten to and it didn't work out exactly how I wanted to, but I couldn't kill the darling enough, basically is what happened. So I need to come back to it. Look at the stickers.
It's hard. It was a very good darling.
And so I need to come back to it. Look at my lovely stickers.
Some darlings are just too good to kill. You just can't do it.
Some of them are difficult. But I do plan to come back to that. I don't know if it'll be tarot per se, but I do want it to be like deck of cards. And speaking of deck of cards, is that I did actually finally get my Crimson Chains Sinful Suits deck of cards. I was starting to get worried that like something happened with and like I like missed the survey or something and like I wasn't gonna get it because they had like talked about them sending it out for like a while and I was like, am I just not gonna get it? I'm so sad. I don't see the charge on my card, like I can't tell. I'm like, but I got them. And they're great.
Nice.
And they're lovely and they're fantastic.
Stan.
But yes, these are my calendar stickers.
If we're talking about recent purchases, literally yesterday, I text Ori and I'm like, Ori, I need you to talk me out of getting the rest of the Witch Hat Atelier series, plus the kitchen book featuring the gay dad witches.
Yeah.
And Ori literally responds, why would I do that? And I just stare at that. I'm like, you know what? Good point. So guess who has some books on the way?
Yes. Mars and
Probably
I are
too
bad
many books,
for
gotta
each
be
other's
honest.
wallets, if I'm being honest.
We really are. We're terrible.
The shame penguin. I had like a freak moment. So I definitely have Funko Pops. I know people are like back and forth on their opinions.
Yes,
on
share that
Funko
story
Pops.
about cards, Federico.
But for me, they're just a way to have figures of things that don't have any other figures, right? Like, there's no other Voltron figures. I wanted Keith and Lance.
Which is
you know what I'm saying?
criminal.
Yeah. Or
Give
sometimes they're
us
just bad
Keith
otherwise.
And Lance,
and it's like, and it's like, I would prefer like the really stylized Funko to like a bad attempt at like a scale figure, right? Like sometimes they're like really cheaply made and horrible. But so the point is I do have Funko Pops and I love Laios so much and they came out with a Laios Funko Pop and I did purchase it. Of course, it is on pre-order though.
His is cute.
I mean, I did the same thing Mars tried to do, where it's like, Mars, should I get this? And she's like, yes. And I'm like, sounds good to me.
No, I was literally like, Ori, but your shrine,
Yeah.
it won't be complete unless you have the Laios pop.
Yep.
You gotta get the Laios pop.
Because I will say there are Laios figures out. There is one Laios figure out there that I do know that exists, but I will not attempt to get because I find it horrifically ugly. Like it's just poorly made. No, I think I missed it, Mason.
Oh, I think I missed it. Sorry about that. First
But,
words I heard were gay dad witches.
I mean, that's the time to join
if you
in.
Like dungeon meshes,
No,
you
Mason,
will
I'm
like
not
Witch
getting any of
Atelier.
the. I'm not getting any of the sus ones. One, because I don't find any of them particularly great, even like if you took away certain things. But two, they're also like insanely expensive for something I don't really want that bad. And three, they're like all different as well, you know? And of course the obvious, but like I don't need that.
I would also say, keep in mind, Ori lives with Dylan, and he does get a little bit of a say on what comes into the house. I feel like he would veto that hard.
I feel like the bigger concern would be the fact that it's like in our room, but like I think he would mostly be concerned it's like that won't my Ori. Like you freaking purchased this? It's like no. We're not in the. No.
Yeah, we don't talk
But-
about that Laios figure.
Yeah, and they okay. Like only one of them gives him like the actual canon body type. The other ones give him
God,
like
I had two of you.
like JoJo body type, and it's like.
No, and Ori put you on the same layer.
Uh-oh, what? Oh.
Ah,
What?
sad.
I was just merging.
Guys, you know what my trick would be? Is when I come across big panels like this, what I typically like to do is if there's a character standing behind another one, I would make the guy in the background disappear so I could just wand the front guy and do the whole thing. And then I could do the back guy after. Nope, now I gotta stagger it and make sure I get all these little crevices.
Yeah, exactly,
Yay.
Allie. I'm very picky about it, and I like the only reason I have the Laios Figma because I did not like the main face that they give him, but the Figmas have like alternate faces, right? Of course. And I liked one of the alternate faces. So I was like, okay, like he looks good in one of the alternate faces. And so I was
that's
like,
a hard
that's
comparison,
worth it then.
Mason, but I'll be honest, I think I gotta go with Laios.
I think it's gotta be. Yeah, I think it's gotta be Laios.
It's gotta be
I think it's
Laios.
gotta be
Literally every
Laios.
episode he's talking about his obsession.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone can out autism Laios.
All right. Let me actually get the comic
he
up
just
in here. How
he
about
made
that?
it too hard.
How about that?
Oh, your card story. That's right, Federico.
Trick.
You're approaching me?
There's Federico,
Hey, you
there's
know,
a game.
Now you know. Now you know.
There's a game we play, and usually you play it at like a camp or something, and it's called Mao. And basically, you don't get to be told the rules. So your first time ever playing Mao is you trying to learn what the rules are, because there's like a base set of rules, and then every time somebody wins, they get to add a new rule. A rule that they make up in their head and they don't tell anybody. And so it's like the game of like I'm bringing to the picnic, right? Yeah, that is the same name. Penguin.
Okay, but that still sounds like hell to play.
Yeah, it's not as hard. You know the like I'm bringing to the picnic game, right?
Yeah, but that's
Yeah.
got
That's basically what it is. No.
You just gotta remember what everyone says.
Yeah, but you don't get to be told the rule of the picnic, though. You have to figure out the rule of the picnic. That's what Mao is.
Oh, in that sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like it's the I'm bringing to the picnic, I'm going to the picnic and I'm bringing blueberries, right? And then the next person goes and it's like, nope, you don't get to come to the picnic until like someone gets it right. And then
it's like the rule.
Now
could be
you have
fruit,
to be like,
or it could
okay,
be all blue things. Just to explain
or it
for
starts
those of
with
you who haven't
the
played.
same letter of the last letter of the last one, right? Like whatever the rule is, or you have to like raise your hand as you say it, or like scratch your eye, whatever. Like you have to do something. That's absolutely insane, Enthuse. How the hell did you do that?
That's nuts. How did you pull that off?
My favorite game of all time is Bonanza, and actually Dylan thinks it would be fun to play on stream, so we might make that happen.
We do all have Tabletop Simulator.
Well, we need at least 3 other people. I certainly have people in mind. We could have up to 4 other people, and I might invite 4 other people, and then God forbid one doesn't show up, like we're still good. Because Beans with 5 players is not the same as Beans with 6 or 7 players.
No,
so
it really does make such a difference. Because I played Beans
really
with
is a big difference.
Small groups and large groups. It does make a difference.
I would say you cannot play the game with less than 4 people. I would say I'd rather not play the game with less than 5 people. And I would say my preference is 6 or 7. If everybody knows how to play the game and like has played the game before and knows the rules, I have cards that I made like physically in real life that allow for 8 and 9 players because I added a bean. I did math. I did a lot of math to add a bean to this game. I modded this game. I expansion packed this game. I'm obsessed.
That's not who I want.
And I would say it worked fine, but it ran obviously significantly longer. On top of that, the one time I played with them, 4 of the people were like completely new, never played Beans before. So I think that if everybody knows how to play, it would still only be like maybe an hour instead of 45 minutes. But yeah.
Yeah, but that's not a crazy amount of
Penguin.
time. We could still make that work.
Every card had like 3 rules to it. That's insane, Enthuse. Enthuse, did you write it down? Like, my God, how do you even remember? How do you even ever do anything ever?
3
No, amazing.
3 rules for 3 years? That's nuts.
How would I Monopoly session?
How you
How
mean
would
like a Monopoly
session
tournament
between us?
Between
I would say none of us are very big
Ace
Monopoly
Toonie?
people. I find Monopoly kind of boring, if I'm being honest. I kind of dislike the game.
I haven't played Monopoly since elementary school, to be honest. And no, I've never played Cheaters Edition either.
If I'm playing
so
capitalism,
I don't know what that would be like.
If I'm playing capitalism, the game, it's Beans. I'm playing Beans. Beans is how capitalism should work. Beans is idealistic capitalism, and Monopoly is, of course,
Monopoly is real life capitalism.
Yeah, and I find it like the intention of the game, to my understanding, was to be like, this is bad, look how bad it is, it's boring. And I agree, it is boring. I am not a Monopoly person. I would rather play Uno. Uno's actually like an enjoyable time, and it can finish. Monopoly, you can't. I mean, obviously you can, but
I wonder if I should do your hands first. Maybe I'll do your hands first.
Lovely. This is... Do we want... In the middle. Monopoly dislikers represent.
Game of choice definitely has to be Uno. That
if
was,
you
that was the one I
play-
played the most in college because that was just like a hey, we have some free time. It's a quick game we could play. Like doesn't take very long at all. Doesn't need a crazy amount of people either.
I will say
It worked very well.
I'm an Uno purist, though. Fuck the home rules. They only make it go longer. I never understood the, like, Uno ruins friendships. It's because y'all play with fucking home rules that cause people to fucking hate each other and dog on this shit, and that's why it never ends. If you play
But
Uno
clearly that's what the people want.
That's not what the people want. I will never.
They
literally
inflicted those rules on themselves.
If people are like, "Hey, want to play Uno?" and it's like, I literally go, "How do you play Uno?" And then if they don't play the flat like rules game, I'm like, "No, I'm good, thanks." It is not worth it to me. It's not fun anymore. Yeah. Dog on the shit. No, I would say my personal game of choice is 5 crowns. For like a quick one. If you only have 2 people, it's garbage though. Garbage is so easy to play.
There was that other game you taught me, Ori. It was what was it? Trash?
Yeah, garbage. That's what I was saying. Yeah, garbage.
Thank you.
You can't play that with a lot of people. I mean, it's basically the same thing. You could call it trash. You know, like the concept is the same. But that's definitely like, to me, a 2, maybe 3 player game. You can't play with a lot of people because it just uses
get away with 3 people.
It uses a lot of cards. That's really the big thing. It uses a lot of cards.
Yeah, so that one's more like a play with a friend or roommate type
I
game.
also like Spit. I was really good at Spit back in the day. I played a ton of Spit with my main grade school friend. He taught me how to play Spit, and then basically every time I was like, I want to play Spit. Let's play Spit. And I got really fucking good, and they didn't want to play Spit with me anymore. And then when I met Dylan, I was like, I gotta show Dylan this. We gotta play Spit. So that was definitely part of like our early relationship, was playing Spit.
We also got pretty good at bananagrams.
Yeah,
in middle school.
that was in middle school.
That was another one.
Lovely.
That's why we are Wordle queens. We've been trained.
Yeah, the Wordle today, what a word.
Holy crap. I was stuck for a while. I literally started doing process of elimination with my leftover tiles. I don't play on hard mode. Props to Rage who does.
Yeah.
I can't. No.
I'm
playing during my breaks.
Yeah.
I'm doing this for fun.
I attempt to do Rage's hard mode, solely as a, like, that is a good way to, like, try and get the answer, you know? But, like, if I'm stumped, it's like, nope, we're moving on, you know? To a certain, like, you're moving on.
Back to my method. Back. Come on, Lion. I need you to be straight. I know it's average, so it's hard.
I mean, I'd assume you've never
Lion.
lost, Federico. I'm assuming you've never lost.
Okay. Now he's got arms for days.
Okay, wait.
Lovely.
I gotta show y'all. So this is the one I think you guys are gonna tell me that Everett and Guard 1 are having something going on.
Is Guard 1 getting stomped on?
Nah, a little.
More
just thrown around. Oh, look at all these Guard 1 faces. Man, I draw Guard 1 so good. Oh yeah, we got him being pulled back. Oh, see, now I'm hearing the allegations. I'm hearing the. I don't know. Is there a gay bell? Oh, I wonder where we've seen this before. We've seen that before, maybe. Oh shit! He grabs him by the collar.
Oh
Yep.
boy.
And
Yeah,
then
now,
we have the part
now,
I didn't sketch
now it's
yet.
not threatening. It's just hot.
But you guys can see the vision. Lovely.
I
These are very
swear
gay.
the
Hello,
dialogue
Lucy.
is going to help with this.
Unlike
not.
with
I don't
this-
know anymore.
I think
I
it
don't
will
know
help.
anymore.
I think it will help as much as it was ever gonna help. I feel like that no matter what, the fights are always gonna be considered gay because that's just how it is. You know what I'm saying?
There's nothing gayer than sword fighting. I don't know what to tell
Yeah,
you. We really painted ourselves into a corner with that one.
we did.
Hi, Lucy. Welcome, welcome.
Everett is so handsy.
And to be
He's
fair,
he's
Milano
hands-on.
also loves people's other personal space.
It's like we have foils or some shit.
But Milano does it out of loving care. Everett very much does not do that. Okay, I gotta do swoop. Whoop. God damn it, Ori, why'd you have to merge these layers?
It wasn't gonna help you that much. They were erased. You could have literally just do them together.
Hey, you saying sword fighting is more gay than men kissing? I mean, you got the sexual tension.
Federico's
though.
asking. Milano just likes to hug people.
Oh,
Milano does invade personal space. There is no question about that.
he does, but again, for friendly reasons.
And if you like told Milano like don't, like he would, you know, like he would respect
He
your
would respect
wishes
the boundary.
if you were like, hey, I'm good, no hugs, please. You know, he would be respectful. But you gotta let him know. You know, he's not a.
yeah, Hoten's not good at
Hudson
that.
ain't letting him know. I mean, maybe Hudson doesn't want to let him know. But who knows?
Yeah. And most of the other crew, I don't know about you guys, but I saw that that downtime scene at the campfire. Everyone's pretty on board with the hugging and the
They're
group
all
high
friends.
fives and the huddle.
They're
the group
like
huddle.
brothers.
They are. And brothers hug. It's the bro thing.
Okay.
Bros being bros.
I don't think this is how your hair exactly
I'm
works.
just gonna have to accept this line isn't straight. Fine, Everett, be that way. You little shit.
Also, we'll let Milano know he needs more
Your
hugs.
eyes better be
when he can get to that point. Right now we have the Touch Stars duo and then Milano.
Yes. Alright, I'm gonna lock this layer and then okay, you got some pants down here.
He's got some
Tiny
pants.
amount of
I
pants.
do hope he's wearing pants. Otherwise, it would make it even more gay.
Sir, why have you come to the prison without pants? This we have a code.
Yeah, Saiga coming
Code
up
of
on.
conduct, sir.
You forgot your pants. Okay, you know what's wild? And I honestly can't
Saiga,
tell.
why is it so drafty in this prison? Sir, you're not wearing pants. Forget I said anything.
I will say.
It's a very good dynamic, Allie. That's why I write it so much. That's why I
Yeah,
love it.
Milano and Hotsun are very much the. This is Bob. Bob loves his personal space. This is Jim. Jim also
this is
loves Bob's
Larry.
personal
Larry
space.
also loves Bob's personal space.
That's very Hotsun Milano.
We actually have a short on
I think we do, yeah.
I think on the Folding Planets channel that did use that real sound.
I think it's Instagram. I think it's my Instagram, yeah.
Oh, I think you're right.
I need a social media
Damn it, my
manager.
tea is cold already.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean, it's freaking freezing.
I heated up my tea on a kettle, so I thought it would be hotter for longer. I'm very
No.
disappointed.
You know what you gotta do? I bought these things.
What?
They're little silicone. They're called like dust covers. They're just like little flat silicone.
We
rounds.
use those at the sleepover.
Yeah, they keep your tea hotter. Also, don't leave the spoon in your tea. I don't know if you do that or not, but don't do it.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, the spoon is literally like...
Me looks over at the giant long handle of the spoon.
I bet the spoon is hot.
That may be a beacon attracting the cold. Oops.
Yeah, your spoon will siphon the heat, and if you cover your
Whoopsies.
tea, it'll stay hotter longer as well.
Ah.
No pants will get you banned. Only if I zoom in on the cake. Only if there's too much cake and I'm zoomed in on it. It was the zoomed in on it.
You mean like this? Whoa. Look at those pants.
The view is so small, you cannot tell. Oh, Allie. I wanted to
Is that
say...
today's penguin?
No idea. Juicy pixels. Perspective is
Ooh,
kicking
not your
your cake.
Allie.
What are you drawing in perspective? But Allie, what I wanted to say is, because I think you did it during Dillapalooza and we didn't have a stream, but I love your moth tea pet. Did you end up naming it?
Yes, what is the moth tea pet's name? It actually forced us to get our asses in gear and figure out the lore for the tea
You
pets.
can do it, Allie. Yeah,
So
we have.
thank you
we
for
have
that,
true tea pet
Allie.
lore. So, Allie, if you are possibly thinking of gajinkifying your tea pet and putting it on Paper Demon, I'm really having a fun time. Basically, just I like calling them the tea pals now. Rickariti is actually being retconned into a tea pet, which is very fun. Very enjoyable.
I honestly, like, I can make that work with her lore, especially not knowing her background and everything.
I thought
It's
I was like, oh,
almost
so
like it was
good.
meant to be.
Yeah. Oh, moo!
Moo!
Oh, that's
Oh,
so
I love it! How cute!
So cute. What does Moo have pronouns? I want to make sure I know Moo's pronouns.
Are your pants the same color as your
But yes,
buttons?
I love calling
they
it
are.
Tea Pals. The Tea Pals. That's the hashtag I'm using.
Chirp, chirp, tea pals.
You know what I gotta actually do?
Flap, flap, tea pals.
You know what I could do?
Tea
I could
pals
be
makes
posting
tea time fun.
my freaking Paper Demon art on social media. But that would require
you
me...
should.
Yeah, I should do a lot of shit. The problem
I
is...
should put my Paper Demon stuff on my socials, to be honest.
The problem is doing the
Oops.
shit. I hate social
Okay,
media.
Ori, here's
In the
what
sense
we need
of,
to do.
I just can't
I think we
post
gotta
it.
dedicate 1 hour of business meeting, because we talk for 3 hours,
Yeah.
to social media posting. That's when you and I upload all our social media stuff, because we suck at it. So clearly we need designated time.
Okay, we do need designated time because...
Oh, you got the reference, Federico! Nice!
Yes. God, Zoo Pals were cool. Did you ever get to use Zoo Pals?
I still
Ooh,
use
Envy
Zoo
is
Pals.
great. I have
I
not.
use them with my feeding kids. They love the
Ooh.
animals.
I loved Zoo Pals. I was definitely the
They were
child
so
that like
good.
the foods couldn't touch, so Zoo Pals were great.
Oh yeah, that
The
was
ears
my
being
shtick
separate.
too.
Yeah, I could not. The foods touched, they were bad.
Yeah. It's like, this is contaminated food, and now
Yeah.
I can't eat it.
Yeah.
How dare. You are going to humanize them! Awesome!
So excited.
Hey,
so,
non-binary works.
We have nailed down T-Pet lore, and then I, of course, immediately... Mars and I nailed down T-Pet lore, and then I immediately broke it in Paper Demon. So, like, don't feel like it's completely
set in stone.
Set in stone, 100%. They are meant to be creative vessels, basically. Right. And thus the rules, the lore and the rules are specifically with the intent of inspiration, right? But like I literally I was drawing the Transformer Corn prompt, and immediately after I had done all the lines, I went, oh shit, yeah, this ain't lore accurate, but who the fuck cares?
I mean, he drank a potion for that one, right? So
it is unknown. I would say definitely that fan had something to do with it. So, jury's out.
There you go. It's ambiguous at best.
Yeah.
You can get away with it.
Penguin.
I don't think Ori drew that panel.
I did not draw ever. I think, see, this is what gets me about
pen smaller.
Dynamics for that sort of stuff.
I do have my pen pressure. Why does it feel like I don't? Sorry, guys. Mars is mumbling to herself again.
No. I just don't know why this Stream Elements thing has happened. I mean, we love Rage. Go follow Rage, but I don't know why it's coming up right now.
Rage is lovely. We play Wordle with her every day.
Yes, we do.
Go follow Rage.
Alright. Fixed. I think Stream Elements got an update and it fucked everything. But that's okay.
Doesn't it always?
Yeah.
So lovely.
Yeah, exactly, Allie. The goal of the T-Pets is specifically to have fun with it. So, while there is going to be lore...
T-Pets are basically our version of the bird beasts. Do what you will with them.
And they have a little more story because they are...
rules that you can use to help guide the creative process.
They are, stream adjacent. They're stream related. So, it is definitely,
I mean, just look at our lovely little desk.
Yes.
Ew, I don't like this line. What did I do?
I don't know. What are you doing?
I don't know. My best.
Uncertain.
Wow! Ouch.
So you could do better!
20 psychic damage! Woo!
Oh my god, what is happening with your hat, sir?
T-Pets are your own homegrown Labubus. Not to toot our
Labubu?
I think we're better than Labubus. For one, I actually want to look at our T-Pets.
Pastry loves moth characters a lot. But if I'm being honest, Allie, I think that they're gonna look pretty different. The reason one being, I would say the colors were pretty different. And two, that'd be like saying this, Aster and Flare, concerns about looking similar because they're both birds. There is a level where it's basically...
There's some similarities that are gonna happen no matter what.
My argument is don't give a shit. In the sense of everything is always going to probably look like something else. There's just so many things, So bird's the word.
Bird's the word.
I never even considered the possibility of anyone ever being Milano looks like a humanized Toothless. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I still disagree.
Yeah, that was wild.
I still vehemently disagree. And the reason with that is, why are we... This is not... I don't...
Allie, rules were meant to be broken. You understand the rules so you can break them.
I'm the artist. Dylan's the arbiter. And if I remember the lore correctly, he gives you free will to do with what you wish. And if that is to break the law, so be it.
He didn't want them to be forced to obey. That wouldn't be free will. That wouldn't be choice.
Yeah, that's the next thing we will have to do. T-Pet creation lore video.
Yeah, put it on my to-do list after everything else, please. Because now I got a Pocky Day fic to make up. I missed the assignment deadline, but luckily the teacher's giving me extra time to get it done.
Did you pick or not yet?
I am stuck between doing one of my OG ships or one of my newer ones.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I don't know who to pick. It's a penguin on YouTube.
It's a penguin on YouTube.
March of the Penguin.
Seems like Twitch is giving other people issues, Mason.
I guess so.
You know, the beauty of simulcasting,
Let me see.
right?
It really is. Like, this is honestly why we can never give it up, guys. Because
I can never give it up.
Always reliable.
That, and also because, like, y'all have your preferences, you know?
Yeah.
All of you
I
guys
didn't want to go Discord.
have your preferences. And I would hate to lose anyone. Just being silly? Yeah. But I would hate to lose anybody because they didn't like the platform. This is really, really funny. I can't say too many details, but basically, Dylan was telling me about this case where people were like, streaming themselves fighting people. And I was like, oh, it was on Kick,
that
wasn't
can only
it?
End so
no, I was
well.
like, oh, it was on Kick, wasn't it? He's like, yeah, it was. And I'm like, yep, if they're streaming something that would be like, why aren't they banned? It's on Kick.
Makes too much sense, don't it?
Yep.
Let's see. I need the other color for this. And then I gotta do the blue.
Twitch doesn't like Everett's cake as much. We're not even seeing Everett's cake. We're seeing Everett's front.
We're seeing his badge right now. His big, beautiful badge. I wonder how he earned that badge and doing what exactly. God. If you guys keep mentioning cake, you will tempt me to go downstairs and get the rest of my birthday cake. I'm not kidding. I will leave and go get cake. Yeah, you gotta stop saying cake. Everett's boba. Oh, booba. My brain deleted the extra O. I'm like, boba? Is that a new one?
Yes. Coined by Mars.
I guess so.
Oh, guys.
Not exactly the legacy I wanted to leave, but the legacy we have.
News. If any of you right now are not subscribed for some reason, any lurkers in chat, because I'm pretty sure everybody else is subscribed, but any lurkers in chat, if you're not subscribed right now, obviously you're probably having a good time. And you should totally subscribe.
And thank you for that.
Because
we love having you.
1 away from 1,500, guys. We are 1 away from 1,500. And when we hit 1,500, I'm starting the 100 subscriber milestone rewards, which is starting at 1,500, where I'm going to draw 1 Ace Attorney character every 100 subscribers. Just like how I did for Ace October, right? Just like a little bust like that, because 1, I like the style, and 2, I've learned very quickly that just like Pokemon, every Ace Attorney character has a fan. I have posted from Ace October and other stuff, and characters are like, I literally posted the Animini, the Winston Payne Animini. Guys, go watch last Friday's episode if you haven't seen it yet.
It's a good one.
the Animini, and literally people are like, Winston Payne mentioned, and it's like, what? How do we?
Wow.
What?
There's a Winston stan out there?
So Winston stan out there.
That's fascinating. You don't see those in the wild that often.
That's what I'm saying. And of course, like I've lamented about how Doug Swallow fucking has fanatics drawing him all the time. So I'm literally gonna roll a randomizer on all the Ace Attorney characters we've ever, I think just for the ones that have edited videos, solely because I'm doing it off of the YouTube, right? Yeah, exactly. Everybody has a fate. Allie, at this point, I do not fucking know. And I gotta be honest, I would not be surprised. I'm just saying. Hello, Pastry Puff. Just such as time. Such as Winston Paynatic. Yeah. Winston Paynatic. Oh. Yeah. So, and
and
on
Luke
top of
at me. Yep, that's a big one too.
I will say, I do have an innate gotta catch 'em all desire within me that is of gotta draw 'em all. I want to make an attempt at every character just 'cause I can, you know? Just 'cause I have the hands.
It's also the perfect excuse to do it.
Yeah,
you know?
and on top of that, I will admit, on top of that, the speed paints do well on Twitch and stuff. And, you know, there's more just content to post. Quick and easy, quick and dirty, so.
Just getting it out there.
And if Mars is gonna force me to do an hour of content social media-ing every business meeting now, then I gotta have shit to post.
I think it's gotta be done. You lament how often
just
you
because
forget
you're
stuff,
right
so
doesn't mean I
clearly
have to
we
like
need
it.
designated time. I never said you had to like it. I just said you had to do it.
I'm lamenting about hating it. Social media. I remember when they first invented social media.
Sweet, sweet social media.
I always hated it.
I always hated it. And then they invented the dead internet. I hated that more.
I will say, I am always a little baffled with, like, I watch a lot of, you know, like, commentary YouTubers, right? Commentating on various things. And sometimes they, of course, comment.
It's good working content.
Exactly.
And it's good commuting content.
Exactly.
What can I say?
Exactly. Too real. And sometimes they commentate on, you know, the state of the world and the internet and all that sort of stuff. And it just really is like, wow, some people interact with the internet in very significantly different manners than I do. I like to think of myself as a normal average person. And yet, people out here talking about how they're like having all these issues because they're on social media so much. And like, I feel for it. 100% social media is a bit demonic. There's no question about it. You know, it's doing something to you without question. But it's just like, I didn't think this was such a problem.
You'd be very surprised.
Like, I would say I am on, you know, social media a fair amount. And then I hear people talking about how they're like, yeah, I doom scrolled for like 6 hours. And it's like, oh, that is not me. I'm sorry for you, but damn. No shame. No, it draws you in. There's no question. I have lost hours to the scroll. But if I'm being honest, I was on social media, I think, a lot more back in high school than I am now. I was on Tumblr like all the time.
It was because of those Tumblr days.
Yeah,
Tumblr
I was on Tumblr all the time.
Tumblr and DeviantArt.
I am social media. Yeah, that's the other thing. Because I don't give a shit about growing this, saying I don't give a shit is not right. I obviously want the channel to grow. That is the goal. But I am not trying to
But we don't need it to become viral.
I do not want it to go viral. Like, at all. Honestly, that, like, animation I did on TikTok that got, like, over 500,000 views, I was like, wow! Glad that was just kind of its own thing. Glad that got the love it deserved, because it did, because I put a lot of work into that, but, like, didn't need a crazy blow up. Yeah, I know, I was John social media. Exactly. Fanfics are different, though, Lucy. Being on fanfics for hours is a different vibe than, like, scrolling TikTok, you know?
It's a different vibe because you're looking at something
good,
people have spent time creating.
And you're taking time to read it.
You're
right?
reading?
Like, it's a long-form content.
Like, that's the other component of it.
You know, and you're also usually, like, you're seeking it out. That was the big difference, like, active versus passive. Right, when you're scrolling a feed, any feed, pick a feed. Like, it doesn't have to be your Shorts, Reels feed. It could be, like, just your Instagram feed or your Tumblr feed. That's, like, no effort content, right? You're just
well, we appreciate the lurk pastry.
along for the ride of
do
the
what
content
you gotta
stream.
do.
But,
Oops.
looking for specific videos, going to specific creators on YouTube or, you know, reading fanfics. That's the way to do it. But all I'm saying, I do want the channels to grow, but I don't need it to grow in the sense of where it's like, I'm putting in a ton of effort. Like, you know, if you really wanted to be like, my goal is to make this my job, there's a lot more work you could do, like research, like trying to figure out the trends, like checking what videos of your things do better than others and how to replicate that.
It's
and all
a
this
lot of
stuff.
analytics.
Yeah, there's a lot
That's
of
it.
stuff
Analytics
that you could do to do that, and I know someone who has, and it's worked out very well for him. I just saw he went to Cinder went to PAX Australia and met a bunch of, like, big name D&D related content creators, which is really cool. You know, really great for him. He's making it work.
We could say we knew him when he was small.
Yeah. We're still friends.
That's our boy.
We're still friends. He's just
That's
a busy
our
man.
boy.
He's just a busy man. But my brain died. There's definitely like a surrealness there.
Everett.
Like, wow.
Done. On to guard 1.
And it really is like, I'm just lazy. I will say, with Paper Demon, I feel like a big shot now, though. We, like, joined Paper Demon, and it was just a good time to join Paper Demon, apparently. I will say they're doing big things.
It really was.
They're doing
all
big
the
things.
Upgrades they've gotten,
They're doing big things.
Life updates. I'm like,
we have a Paper Demon stream on Thursday, remember, guys? And I'm excited. I'm doing Gratitude Harbor.
Yes.
Because I'm going to be honest, they basically were like, here's a way to get this collection. Gotta catch them all. And I was like, no, that's Bogus Red. Bogus Red is John Paper
catch
Demon.
them all.
But man, do I want all those little boat people stickers. I'm sorry. They're too fucking adorable. And there are 12 of them? 16 of them? Now I have to check.
I want to say 16 because I
12
feel
or
like I
16.
saw a lot.
It was, I think it might be 16. You might be right. I think it is 16. Did you get your daily Mars?
No, I've been trying to finish the entry.
Just letting you know. You should do it.
I know I should do it. I will do it when I get cake. After I finish this panel, I'm going to reward myself with cake and a Paper Demon gift. That's the plan.
Whoa, what?
That's the plan. See, guys, here's how you get yourself to get things done. You give yourself a little rewards. Like, if I finish this report, or if I finish these log notes, if I finish this panel, if I finish scripting this, I get to give myself some cake, or I get to play some Silk Song.
There are 16.
Although I will say, Silk Song, now that I'm fighting what seems to be the Act 1 final boss, it's feeling a lot less rewardy. than it used to.
There are 16 Gratitude Harbor stickers, collectibles, and I want them all. So guys, I hope you will join us, any Paper Demon players out there, in doing the little doodles. My goal, and I know this is ambitious as heck, but my goal is to do 16 pieces.
I feel like you can pull that off.
I think I can pull it off. To do 16 pieces during the stream, and then any duplicates, I plan to trade. I want to get them all. So
there you go.
You guys might want to get want to get in on that.
I did it on the flat. No! Fuck!
What you do?
I put the damn hand color on the flat. Can I save this? Can I please save this? I think I could save this. If I just put everything on the layer below, I don't think I need to redo it. Right?
You're saying you put it on the same layer as Avrit?
Yeah, the hand is
okay.
attached to Avrit's colors, but I think because it's the topmost layer, it doesn't matter.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter to me.
I know it doesn't matter to you. It doesn't matter to me.
Okay. Oh shit, I didn't draw your eye in the other one.
I'm drawing on the goddamn flat again!
You wanna know a secret, Mars?
What?
You want a secret? Okay.
Yes.
You know at the top of the layer thing where you have that little like the clipped layer, lock layer, those sort of things, right?
Uh-huh.
There's a little lock, and if you lock that layer, you literally can't do anything to it. So you can't access. So if you're done with a layer and you're like, I don't need to draw on this anymore. You can lock it and then you can never fuck up again.
Probably. That's also true, Allie. I think I could do that too. It's more so just the idea of as I'm chatting,
ease.
I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing.
Yes. It is, and Mars is solely worried about it for convenience wise.
It's mostly convenience because if the topmost thing is on an upper layer, I could just color willy-nilly like this and it gets done a lot quicker because I'm lazy. But sometimes work smarter, not harder backfires when the smarts fail you. Come back to me, brain. We had off today. You should be rested.
Yeah, I didn't have off today. Surprise.
I still saw 2 of my students, but the schools were closed for the most part, so I enjoyed sleeping in this morning.
Yeah, you went to work so late.
Literally, it was just my evening cases. I would have been at the school from, what would it be, 8:30 to about 3 in the afternoon. So basically a full school day.
So guys, tomorrow, instead of the job that I've been at, the planting job, because it is finally done, I now have that tree company that is always late. But at least they are I don't know how to. They're fairly close to where I live. Not super. The location is like a nice distance from where I live. Not a horrific distance. It's not the best distance. There are better distances, but it's not like the worst distances. And it is first thing in the morning. So even if they are late, I'm getting paid and they're not preventing me from going home. Right? That was my one issue the one time, was it was like, oh, you have to meet them at 2 o'clock in the far place. And it was like, I'm sorry, it was 1 o'clock. Was it 1? No, it was 2 o'clock in the far place. And it was like,
it was definitely in the afternoon.
It was 2, no, I think it was 2 o'clock. I was there by 1 just because like I had done my thing and it's better to get there earlier because traffic is horrific. And then obviously they didn't fucking get there till like 3. And I was like, holy shit.
We love that.
And so I was like, please. But at least this time, if they're late, I'm still Gucci. You know? Like, then I'm just chilling.
See,
So
that's
good.
what matters.
Yeah.
Okay. Hot in.
I seriously went from like not having any commissions to everybody I'm doing like a bunch of commissions. Everybody just likes commission at the same time. It's very funny. It's I don't know why it happens because it doesn't seem to always like coincide with anything else.
If it's like holiday season, perhaps?
No, because like usually it's in like June. It used to be for me in like May and June. A ton of people were getting like commissions and stuff.
Okay, well that's when everyone gets their graduation money, so that makes sense to me.
But it's more like it's just like when it rains, it pours. It's negative. I'm not saying it's negative. I'm happy to get commissions. It's just funny to me that it's like I did no commissions, right? Really, just like a couple here and there, and then it's like, oh, here's a commission. Oh, here's another commission. Oh, here's another one. And it's like, oh, neat.
Piece of candy.
Yeah, works for me. It's paying my editors.
There you go.
We love paying my editors because I need them. I don't think I could go back. I don't think I could go back to the old ways. I seriously.
Ori's mental state is so much better, guys.
So Pastry Puff and Zilla do the main pass of the open captions for all the Ace Attorney videos, and I had them just doing the Ace Attorney videos. Like I did all the Tangled Tower ones myself because I was trying to get ahead. But then we had, because of the shift over to the next game, I had a lot of backlog in the end. I was doing the Cold Front ones myself and just having Pastry and Zilla do the Ace Attorney ones. But then, like, partway through the Cold Front ones, I was just like, I hate this. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do the open captions anymore. And
how many more of Cold Front are left to do?
Pastry Puff just finished the last cut, so it is getting to the end. I think there's gonna be 10 episodes total. I don't think it will be more than 10, which is going to end up being longer than the Elevator Hitch run in pure time, which is interesting. Because I didn't think it was a longer game. But I think because Elevator Hitch has a bunch of, like, going back and redoing stuff, I could just cut a lot more.
Maybe that was it.
So I think that's the big change. Because it's, like, obviously also the Cold Front, not the Cold Front one, the Elevator Hitch one had 15-minute episodes instead of Cold Front, which has 10-minute episodes. But even with the math there's still more Cold Front content physically. I'm so glad, Allie. I think we got a bunch of new people because I did post.
I will be so honest. Things. Some of my favorite voice acting comes from the Cold Front videos. I'm really proud of how we sounded in those videos.
Roughly, like, that's the time everything started kicking in, right? Because Cold Front happened right when we changed games, like we had the new avatars now, all this sort of stuff.
We had the new avatars. I know we started investing in better recording equipment.
Yeah, you must have had...
So it was
you must have had the blue snowball by then, I think.
It was either the snowball, and then we also had that program we were using, too. That we stopped using.
Well, then you got the new mic and everything got kind of wonk. I don't remember what happened, but...
Yeah, something happened. No, that was with the snowball. The snowball made that program wonk.
That's what happened.
I'm sorry, your internet's being stupid, Allie.
'Tis the season of commission. Fa la 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 la
la la la la la la la.
Oh snap! And we're rapidly approaching my brain dying is what we're rapidly approaching. We're rapidly approaching
the return of Outcaste.
That too, but I was gonna say.
Oh, you weren't mentioning that?
No, I was gonna say Artboreal launch.
Oh, that too.
I actually, see, that's other social media shit I gotta do. All right.
Now, I'm telling you that 1 hour,
No,
you're gonna appreciate it.
It's important.
You're gonna appreciate it.
Mars,
I'm telling
you're right. When you're right. But there's a reason that I don't do it, and it's because I literally.
You're allowed to be mad about it. It's
Yeah,
okay.
I gotta admit, sitting and scheduling the posts is like I wish for death. Like I'm not like I do not hate anything more than that. I do not know what it is about it. I think it's the act of I have to do it over and over and over again. Right?
Oh, it's
like,
tedious.
It's tedious. I wish I didn't have to write shit. I wish I didn't have to, like, make the title, make a thing, write the fucking hashtag, you know?
Make
like,
a
I wish it was just,
caption.
like, post. Like, great. Like, let the fucking thing speak for itself. But, like, no, you gotta write a thing.
I mean,
and good...
Penguin, we are rapidly approaching Outcast.
Yes.
November 24th this year, you guys.
Yes, November 24th. This
not
month.
This year.
I mean, also
Yes,
this year.
No, this year.
Yes, also this year.
That is what I meant.
It's coming out soon.
Brain left me for an instant.
It's okay.
I don't know why.
Additionally,
I'm
the Ace Attorney Abridged is gonna come out also that same week. Everything's happening. It's the week
so much exciting
of
stuff
giving
happening.
Thanks for all of you.
That's not the page I want.
See, that's what we're doing here. The month of November is because I know a lot of you are Canadian, and so you had your freaking Thanksgiving already. I'm sorry, October's for Halloween, November's for Thanksgiving. Y'all can deal. And so this is the month of giving thanks. That's why we're doing Gratitude Harbor. I'm pushed up the release of the Abridged, I will say. And you guys need to make Dylan
That's
do more.
Ori's way of giving
And I'm
thanks
curious.
to Dylan.
I'm really curious. This like update to the original trilogy, that's gonna literally coming out like in a week. No,
it is not, Penguin.
What? No. I hate all the Christmas shit.
Then what is December for? Then what is December for, if that's the case?
My brain died. Yeah, Allie, Canadians have Thanksgiving in October.
They do.
Which is great for them. Love that for them. But, like, I need my holidays spread out a little bit. We get one a month is good. If there's too many at once, I die inside, you know? December is not for Arbor Day.
Decent. I can live with that.
December's for Harbor Day. Oh, no.
No.
I'm sad Dylan is not here for him to remake that joke. Dead.
He's not in the mines. Where is he?
Oh, snap. He's doing his own shit. He may or may not join on Thursday. We will see. I have left it up to him. He's no requirement to. But I do hope he will, and there is a chance that he will.
Nice. You are, Allie. Nice.
Yay, Allie. I've been giving
progress.
You so much opportunity to work your way through that game and win the bet because, man, am I slacking on the animatic. I'm not sure what we're doing for Making Time next week. I did originally have it as, like, art catch-up, but I actually, like, got a lot done this week because of that planting job, so, I might not have to. Like I said, I got a bunch of commissions at once, so I was like, oh, shit,
nicely.
I have a lot to do. But, as long as I do this one other one, we're pretty gooch, so... I'll probably do animatic then. No, yeah, I'll probably work on that next Thursday then. She's like, there's a lot left to do, Allie. There's a lot left to do. And I'm definitely gonna have to throw in some arboreal prep into the Thursdays, so he is right now hobbying, I believe. I don't think they're playing games. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're hobbying right now, so.
Nice.
But, my brain died. It's dead.
Card 1, your jacket is huge.
It's
and I'm
a
coloring
vest.
with a size 11 marker.
Maybe fix that,
Why
yeah.
don't I make that bigger?
Yeah.
I can fix that.
Okay. See, now this kind of thing you guys can see in this sketch is what I mean by you just kind of gotta move on sometimes. This sketch is for reference, but I don't like his face, and I knew that from the beginning when I, like, moved on from this sketch. So now in the lines, I can fix his face. That's I will say that was like a big art level up for me, and that is why Soup goes really fucking fast.
Well, I remember in
with
the
their
past,
art.
there were times when you couldn't leave the face alone and had to redo it.
Well, so this is the big difference, right? The main thing is how much specifics do you need in your sketch before moving on to the lines? That is the indicator as to how fast you're gonna go a lot of times. At least for, like, lined art styles like mine and Soup's.
Makes sense.
When you watch how Soup does their art, they do, like, incredibly gestural sketches, and then they basically immediately move into the line art. And so there's very little information, I guess, for lack of a better word, given via the sketch. It is mostly carved out in the line work. And that is what allows, one of the many reasons, but that is what allows them to move very fast. And I actually, the Flare Soups On artwork, I did that with, I did kind of just like, I literally like did the sketches and then I was like, I kind of hate how this looks. Like it's not working. And that was yesterday. And then I like let it be and I was like, I'm probably not going to finish this. And then today I was like, nope, you know what? I'm just going to go within the lines and we're going to make this a quick one. We're going to do this fast. We're going to do this fast and dirty and it's just going to be what it's going to be, you know. We're just going to get through it.
Ooh, vibe.
Don't waste it. And then I did the lines and I was like, damn, these lines are way better than I thought they were going to be. And that's sort of a big difference there. Why does the sketch look like the absolute mean?
Allie, if you think it looks like a meme, that just means we have material.
All right, Allie, do you know when your finals are? I need to know. I need to know how much time I have. When's finals week?
It's crucial information.
Because, like I said, there is some arboreal stuff that I do have to do. Because that's going to come out in December. So there's, I think, one more art piece I want to do that needs a speed paint. And then there is, very early December. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Oh, boy.
All right. You might win the bet. We shall certainly see, but no harm, no foul. The goal was mainly to get you to finish it so you could watch the videos. Make sure you could continue to watch the videos. And then you gotta play the Apollo Justice trilogy so you can watch us on stream again.
Yes. Oh, there's so much to catch you up on. Up here. Wabam. Nice.
Is my brain gonna die? I had words in my head, and the little one said, "They're gone now.
They're gone now. They're gone now."
Come on, Ori. What the fuck were you gonna say? Well, yes, but Allie, technically, the first Investigations game came out after the Apollo Justice game. So technically,
you could skip ahead.
You could skip ahead to watch stream. But
I'll be honest, I don't think they're going to have a whole lot of continuity between the... Not continuity, that's not the right word.
There are
continuation.
References. There are references.
Are there?
Yeah, I know that Penguin and at least one other person in here were like compiling all of the references in Investigations that are from Apollo Justice, so that... Hello, Canadian Lucifer.
Hey, Canadian Lucifer.
When we get there in Apollo Justice, they could be like, look, remember this? This is from that! So, I will say, guys, I am so grateful for all of y'all being part of our Ace Attorney experience, because I would not know half as much. And I honestly don't think I'd be in it nearly as much without y'all. Giving us all the lowdowns, giving us all the lore stuff.
Protecting us from spoilers.
Yeah, I mean, that's
us
insane.
About the foreshadowing and the little extra details. It's such a treat.
Yeah,
it really is.
That's the other problem with social media. Tumblr's great. You can put the spoiler tags on, right? And you can be like, don't show me stuff with these tags.
Tells you to do so.
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry that you were an outlier, but point is that is something you can do. You can't really do that on other social media sites like Twitter and Blue Sky. And so what I had mentioned to Pastry Puff, I had mentioned on stream, and Pastry Puff was like, what do you mean? And I talked about, I feel like I'm flying too close to the sun. I need to chill. And the problem is that I was posting Ace Attorney content on Twitter, right? Because we have the Ace Tooney Twitter account. Because, well, we don't like that site, you know. You gotta do what you gotta do. People still fucking use it, you know.
Yeah, 'tis unfortunate.
But, so then the algorithm over there was like, oh, you like Ace Attorney, don't you, Squidward? And it was like, yes. And so I'm like seeing this Ace Attorney stuff, but it's like, oh shit, there is a risk now because I can't block spoilers on the Twitter, right? So it's like me engaging at all with Ace Attorney content. Yeah, that's
very dangerous
on Twitter is super dangerous. I mean, the same thing as on Blue Sky. It's more just a way to the thing, and you do gotta mute Wolfman, Allie. You're right. You do gotta mute Wolfman.
Ooh,
you know why?
This is true.
You know why?
You need to meet Wolfman so he can be pals with Kai.
That, and I also need you to meet Wolfman because I need you to draw him. He'd look great. He'd look great in your style. So good. Oh, also, this is not really a big update, but Dylan was like, you should do it this way, Ori. Why weren't you doing this always, Ori? Next time, whenever that will be, next time Pass to Smash comes around, the list will be significantly shorter than all of the options. Because one, we're just getting a lot of fucking options. And two, I'm just gonna put in the ones I think are actually interesting.
I think we'll have to narrow it down to a best of. Gotta be honest.
Some people will no longer be eligible, as they shouldn't ever really have been.
Amazing.
But I can't even do Tumblr though. I'm so bad at posting. I don't know what it is, but there is just a visceral hatred in me that has existed like from the beginning of time, Like, I literally can't. I was never a big social media poster, even back in like early Facebook days. You know, I think Dylan posted on Facebook more than I ever freaking did. You know, like I just was not
can
somebody
confirm
to do it.
because I follow Ori's, you know, her OG account since Instagram. You know, we were buds back then, so we exchanged Instagrams.
Our actual
And
person
it
accounts.
is sparse. It is sparse.
Yeah, it's basically
There's
non-existent.
not a ton on there.
There's just like I don't know. It was never something like
I also think the most recent pictures that are on social media are on my personal.
probably. Yeah,
And
you
even then,
post.
I try to limit them.
You actually like post on your like real person account. I literally haven't in years. Like I remember the last post that I did is from like a Christmas when I got all of the freaking like Dungeons and Dragons books.
Oh snap! That was a while
That's
ago.
a long time ago.
That was a really long time ago. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Okay, one beautiful eye.
Well, see,
And
Allie, I will
shadows.
say the beauty about Tumblr
Beautiful
is like
eye.
you can do it
And
and just put them on
shadows.
there at like a bunch at once. I know Canadian Lucifer did that. You know, they were gonna post it every day, but then they just did like a dump, quote unquote, which is what you do on Tumblr. I see, my thing, Canadian Lucifer, is that it one rarely gets big numbers, partially because I'm inconsistent as fuck, and two, I don't care that much if I'm being honest. like
All right, guys.
is
Are
big
we ready
number
to see the
cool?
panel reveal?
Oh shit.
Big number is very
Is big
cool.
number cool? Yes.
Big number is cool.
But
yeah.
it really doesn't
Is it hard to earn? Also,
it doesn't give me as much, if that makes any sense. Obviously, having that one
It's
animation
the hit
pop
of
off,
dopamine and then it's gone.
I certainly don't care enough to overcome the crippling, horrific dread that I hate of sitting down and doing it. And I guess in my head it's like I could be doing other things. You know, like I guess in my head it's like I'm wasting my time.
Allie says we're ready for panel, so
All right.
let's do it. I'm gonna line it up. We're in the middle.
Such a catch-22.
Da-da.
Ta-da!
There they are!
You know what you should
in all their
do?
glory.
You
What?
should zoom in as far as you can on your own screen, screenshot it, and put it in manuscript.
Put it in manuscript?
Yeah, on Discord.
Oh, fuck.
So like take a screenshot of the panel as large as you can on your own screen. And then
As large. Like that?
as large as it can be on your like don't worry how it looks on, you know, Twitch or anything. Just look how it looks on your computer. And then
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah,
It
and
looks
then,
good. I'm happy.
Win Shift S and screenshot it and put it in manuscript. And then everybody can see its full glory, more zoomed in. Oh, there's a little birdhouse. Birdhouse. Is this a graveyard, Allie?
I'm sorry, graveyard?
Is that what I'm looking at? Is that what all these cubes are? Headstones? A little necklace. Cute little bird,
I assume
though.
this is in the museum or the sketchbook? The sketchbook.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yep.
Damn, that's a decorative birdhouse. A master sword and a subordinate sword.
Master and
That was
apprentice.
good, Penguin. It's the sub-sword. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Ta 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 ta. Oh, you're gonna kill me for the caption I'm gonna give this, but I'm doing it anyway.
No.
I did this panel, so I get caption rights.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
I gotta say, I can't not look at the freaking before and after of the shading, though. Like,
I love looking at those. Those are some of my favorite things because it's like,
insane.
wow, this went from like flat colors to holy shit, this looks
Like,
so
there's a
fucking
reason
good
I
and
can't
so
stop.
professional.
Yeah, like, there's a reason I can't stop at the flat colors. You know, like, the shading just does so much.
It does wonders.
Not the rainbow bread emoji.
I'm just
Thank you.
I forgot Everett was short next to Guard 1.
Yes. Everett is...
I forget
Everett
that
isn't...
because of how much Guard 1 is on the floor during Tally Mars.
That's kind of the point, isn't it?
I know it was written that way, but that doesn't mean I don't forget that little fact.
Okay, why is you not... Your
and I'm
hand
not
is
surprised by it
fucking
every
right
time.
now. Guard
All right,
one.
so how much do I got left? I got another big panel. I got axis. 3 panels left. I might get this done tonight. Let's go.
Uh-oh.
Let's go. Let's go.
Ori's sweating.
So, I'm gonna leave it here for you guys, and I'm gonna go get me some cake to celebrate. BRB.
Okay. Let's fix your shit, Guard 1, because this is not it. You cower at the mention of height. Alright. That should be close enough now. But yes, Everett is not short king, but he's certainly not... He's pretty average. He's pretty average. But Guard 1 being taller was a specific decision. Okay, I don't know why your shit is doing this to me, Guard 1, but it is. I want to end it all. Please. Whoa. That was massive. My god. Versus the pirates, the callers, the Outcast crew are particularly tall on the tall side. And that makes Hotson, again, who is relatively average, look short. And that's why Port's going to be very interesting. But we did make Guard 1 taller than average, specifically.
I have returned. My family ate the rest of my cake.
No!
So I got a pumpkin croissant instead.
You should shun them.
Which is very delicious.
Them down into hell. Wow.
Oh wow, Ori feels very strongly about her cake.
My parents would not dare. Holy hell.
It was funny because the way my family does it, and we do this for each family member, so it's fair game, is one of the bakeries we go to has these little tiny cakes. They're like almost saucer cakes.
Is it the bakery I know of that I think of?
Probably. I can DM you the name.
Is it the one I worked
if you're
at?
familiar with it. No, it's not that one.
Oh, yeah, tell me which one.
No. Yeah, hella. But so we always get these little saucer cakes, and the idea is that, like, you know, if one person doesn't like another flavor, they can try another one. So it's usually like 2 little cakes Um, apparently my dad and brother were in charge of getting my cakes. While my brother had to get a
There we
dentist
go.
appointment. So they went after his dentist appointment. And I'm sorry not to put guys on blast,
Mm.
but don't send guys to go get your cake. Because they got 4 cakes because they were like, yeah, we didn't know which flavor, so we just got everything.
I mean, extra
So there
cake
were
though.
4 cakes to choose from. There was an Oreo cake, there was a chocolate vanilla, and I want to say it was banana cream. It tasted like banana cream. There was a blue sprinkle one, which was my brother's favorite. And then another vanilla, just straight up vanilla sprinkled one. Somehow they finished 4 cakes. I got like 2 slices in the span of 4 days.
Again, murder.
This is what happens when you're not at home.
Murder.
When you gotta go out to work.
You don't understand.
You lose your
Mars?
cake privileges.
Mars, you don't understand. So when I lived with my parents, everybody was a reasonable human being. And especially if it was your cake, they wouldn't finish it. That's just rude.
Mm.
But number 2, now in this household where people aren't reasonable, we have to explicitly, every time, it's explicitly divvied up.
You have to label for Ori, do not
No,
touch.
no. They are respectful when you put a number on it, but it's literally like cuts banana loaf. Okay, we each had 1 slice. There are 8 slices left, and it was for me and Dylan. So Dylan, you get 4 more slices, and one of them needs to be the end because I don't like the end, and you do like the end.
You're doing
so eat the
actual
end.
math for
Literally,
for this
literally,
banana bread.
that has to be because otherwise, you snooze, you lose, and it's like. I fucking
that's the sibling
and I will
code.
not see.
That's
I
the sibling
hate that.
code, Ori.
I will not stand for that shit. There is enough food in this goddamn household. You can fucking chillax your ass and share. Holy shit.
I see we are all very opinionated about the sharing.
I am
of
an
the
only
cake.
child. I am an only child. I would kill
That's true,
a sibling.
Allie. That's true.
I would murder a sibling. If this was, I literally think
I say this with love. Ori would not be a good sibling.
I would be, no, seriously. I realized this as a fairly young child, actually. Obviously, as a kid, there was definitely like a time where it was like, I wish I had a little, like a little brother, a little sister to play with because I'm always playing alone. And then I'm pretty sure what happened is I got my younger cousins. Right, so for the longest time, for the first 8 years of my life,
peanut butter and the DS. How could I
that was
forget?
definitely part of it. But for the first 8 years of my life, I was not only the only child, but the only cousin, like the only kid at all in the family that like got together every holiday. Right, like I was literally the only kid of my immediate family that we spent holidays together for the first 8 years of my life, and so. I always played alone, so very early on, I knew how to play by myself, right? Not to say, like, my parents definitely played with me, and I had friends, and I had tons of play dates. My mom was incredible for facilitating having friends and playing with friends, but, like, there's only so much time, and when you are a child, you have all the time. You can't have play dates 24/7, so when you don't have a sibling,
sadly.
you learn to play alone.
Although I'll say this, as adults, we do try.
Yeah, but like I learned to play alone, and there's definitely always the like, I wish I had a sibling so that like I wouldn't have to play alone and whatever. Then my cousins came around, and obviously as infants, I didn't judge them, whatever. But then as they grew up and I enjoyed playing with them, there was definitely like a I know how you treat your things. And I hate people that break my things or misplace your things or ruin your things. I'm very much Rudo in the how dare you fuck like you need to treat this shit with respect, right? Like you need to. Mars tells me
Treat
about
it
how
nicely or
like
else.
she wears out her 3DS, and I'm over here like, how could you do this to me?
It's not like I wanted to. Guys, if you don't want to wear out your 3DS, do not, for the love of God, play Smash Brothers on the 3DS using the circle pad.
I would
it will break.
Meet other kids my age that like had their DSs that snapped in half.
I
or
took
like
very good care of my DS.
all this stuff.
I took such good
and
care
I'm just
of
sitting
it.
there like, oh, what do you mean? You fucking sat on it and snapped. Like, what do you mean? And I was like,
No, my
and so yeah, so after that, they bend it back too far. Many people. So you know, a DS
that
it
joint
has that
gets so fragile as
has
time
that
wears
first
on.
click.
That satisfying little snap. It does the click, then it has a second click. I knew people who had their DS for so long that it just flopped backwards, and they had no choice but to play it that way.
But that's not what I'm talking about. You have that first click where it is like kind of open, right? So you could set it on the table and it's kind of tilted forward. Then you obviously have the past that click where it just goes to the maximum hinge, which is technically more than 180 degrees. I knew people
like
who
the
would then
angled way to play.
have that, and due to various, every time it was a different reason, had it like yoga all the way back.
Oh, jeez.
Ruined. You fucked it. You ruined it. Right. But yeah, enthuse and literally when Mars told me
terrifying.
about her circle pad with that, I was literally like, I am horrified now. I'm so gentle. We're gentle. We don't fuck with it. No.
Don't play Smash Bros on the 3DS.
I'm just like gentle.
Although there was it still is, but there's a local game store near me. They actually sell tons of retro games there. They're very cool, family-owned business. And I took my 3DS one day because one of my friends was like, oh, try taking it to this guy. I'm sure he could fix it. Because my best friend's dad at the time tried to fix the broken circle pad while I was over at her house. Like, it broke mid-gameplay on the Smash Brothers level we were playing. In fact, that might have been one of our triple dates, Ori. I'm not sure.
Was it?
Maybe that was
I don't
that.
think
it
so.
could have been.
I don't remember you breaking it mid.
I think you would have had a visceral reaction if you saw
Yeah,
that.
I think because no, I
So
remember
maybe
when you
not.
told me about it. I'm like internally cringing of the
Scarred
fact,
for
like,
life.
like guys, my regular DS, is where I started EV training, and you have to hatch a ton of fucking eggs. And in Black and White, there's the battle subway, which is a continuous circle. And there's one path where you can continuously run in one direction to the right and always continue running around the circle. And so I actually would like tape down my buttons. I would tape down the B button and the side button just to let it run to get the eggs done. And after I did that for a while and I EV trained on myself, something like either like a school peer or like the internet, I don't remember what, but they were like, oh yeah, no, my buttons broke doing that. I was like, never again. Never, we are gentle.
Nope.
I was like, welcome home, Bess.
Welcome home,
Tadaima.
Bess. Well, the funny... Oh, tadaima okaeri.
Yeah, nah. Nah.
What the hell? Why is this doing
Yeah,
that?
Allie. But like, I pride myself on like, I still have my like, Game Boy Advance XP. I still have my mother's original Game Boy, still playable. You know, like all of these things are still fully in playable condition. Literally, I'm like horrified.
Well, to finish the legacy of my poor little 3DS.
Yes, you brought it
my
in.
friends, he tried his best to fix it, but the way it broke off the 3DS was that it still had like half of the little knobs stuck to it. so he didn't line it up when he tried hot gluing it back on, so it had this weird, like, bump to it and definitely didn't work properly anymore. I was very sad. It really
I would have killed
depressed
somebody
me.
trying to put hot glue near my fucking electronic. I would literally scream. Ah!
Well, that's why this other friend saved me, because they took me to this local gaming store and they said, "Oh, this guy fixed my Xbox when it was broken. Surely he could help your 3DS." So I'm like, "Okay, like I haven't been able to play it in ages. I miss Animal Crossing. Let me back in, please." So I took it to him. He took a look at it and he was like, "Yeah, just wander the store for like a half hour or so. I'll see what I could do." So I'm like, "Okay." And literally by the half hour, he was like, "Try it now, like play the game." And I'm like, "Holy shit, it works. Like you did it. I can use my DS again." And I never played Smash Bros. Ever again. In fact, I brought Smash Bros. 3DS to that game store to trade in because I was like, nope.
Like, I don't want the temptation. I don't want to think about it.
Nah, the 3DS, I'm sorry. I don't think it worked for Smash Brothers. Personally, the buttons are just too
If I'm being honest,
not right for that.
the circle pad was just a bad
Switch controller,
choice.
fine.
I find
Switch controller fine, Joy-Cons fine, any other apparatus I will go for.
the
not
circle
3DS.
pad was just
That
a
was bad.
poor decision.
It's just too delicate.
Yeah, it's just too fragile.
And it's like when your main method of playing Smash Brothers is press every button until something happens.
Well, that's your own
That's a bad
fault,
combination.
but, you know.
Well,
Get good,
see, I was
scrub.
trying to do like one of those up B, up down. Like I was trying to do the actual thing I was supposed to do. I feel like the game never picked up on my inputs. So I was just like, well, this is
Yes,
rigged.
Enthuse, they are magical.
That they are. That they are.
You ever watch that guy on the YouTube shorts, the greatest technician that ever lived? They do some crazy shit.
Yes, he's popped up on my feed a
They
couple
do some
times.
crazy shit.
They do. It's amazing what they can accomplish.
Hell yeah, Enthuse. I feel like I remember you telling me about that. I feel like I remember you being like, yeah, my computer fucking shat itself. I feel like that is a interaction I recall.
Ooh, yeah, Bass. A broken
Yeah, you
hinge
seen that guy?
was
He was very
definitely
funny.
the classic form of breaking the DS.
Knock on wood.
Or the
Bass,
3DS.
me neither. Knock on wood.
I will say this. I'm so careful with my Switch. But when
Well-
those Joy-Cons start drifting, I'm like, this is not my fault. I didn't do that.
See, I need to knock on wood a lot during this. When the Switch first came out, I didn't get one, like, on launch, right? Like, I didn't get one immediately, because I had no need. I was going off to college. It didn't really, like, matter to me at that point. I didn't know how much I would or would not be able to use it, blah, 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 blah. So I didn't get one. And then all I was hearing about was, like, the screen got scratched putting it in the dock and all this sort of stuff. And I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna get this thing and it's gonna immediately fucking implode on me and I'm gonna cry. And I'm like, oh god. So it's like, when I finally got a Switch, it's like, immediately put the fucking cover on it. I will say, that is a lot thanks to my dad. My dad was, like, king of everything gets a screen protector. Everything
gets protected.
Gets a screen protector. Like, I'm not, like, because this is back in the days before, like, everything had its, like, own screen protector, right? Like, this is before tempered glass screen protectors, right? If it had a screen on it, my father had sheets of the screen protector stuff, like the plastic, because it was for scratching. It wasn't for shattering, right? It was for scratch. And he would cut to size pieces of these sheets to put on any electronic screen. So, like, I had every digital camera I've ever had a screen protector. Like, immediately, like, my Game Boy Advance got a screen protector.
That really is the Rudo Regto way to live. Take care of your
it really
things.
is.
Protect
it
them
really
to
is.
the max.
Like every time he like does this shit, I'm like, God, am I fucking rude? Like I like Gachiakuta because I really feel like with the Givers vibe, you know, like it really speaks to me as a person. And it is, you know, the whole thing with like, you know, items can get souls and stuff. I'm like, damn, God, do I relate really hard here. But I remember when I first got my DS, he had like an existential crisis because one of the screens is a touch screen. Right. Like I remember vividly my father being like, how do I do this? Right? Like how do I, because and he was particularly
that was the trickiest
concerned
part.
because it was a touch screen, right, with a stylus, and so he knew that it was obviously going to get scratched up. And so I remember he tracked down specific DS screen protectors for the touch. So the DS was the first device I can recall that had a specific screen protector for it. Like that was, it was like, this is a screen protector made for the DS, right? And then, so it's like my 3DS has specific 3DS screen protectors on it, and the one that is for the 3D screen is actually really interesting. It actually sits up off of the screen, so it tacks down on the border of the screen, so it actually doesn't touch the 3D screen, and there is like a visible gap. Like if you were to touch it, there is like a gap. But it means that it did not affect the 3D capability. I could still like use it. I never did because I do get motion sick on certain things. And
okay, did anyone ever use the 3D ability on their 3DS?
I did originally because I was like, this is cool. But then, yeah, I never actually did. Beyond that, because like I said, it would make me sick. It would like hurt my eyes, and I couldn't do it. What else there's something else that got a screen protector. It was like an I had the LTG
Your phone?
chocolate, yeah. I had the LTG chocolate, which again was a touch screen. So I remember my father being like, he knows how to do this now from the DS, and so that immediately got a screen protector.
He's like, move aside, I'm an expert.
Yeah, exactly. But so it literally is, it's like, that is like an ingrained thing in me now, where it literally is, it's like, if this is a device that is mobile of some sort, it immediately gets a screen. You know, you get a phone, screen protector. You get an iPad, screen protector. You get, you know, anything.
You got to keep those things safe. They're expensive.
Everything has a screen protector. Everything has a screen protector.
You gotta protect it.
You never saw the difference. I could definitely see a difference. Kenny, Elliot, it made me like, I don't get, when I say I get nauseous, it's not nauseous how, like, I think most people refer to as nauseous. It's definitely like when I say in my head, I don't mean like I'm imagining it. I mean like the feeling is in my head and not in my stomach. Like it's in my sinuses, I guess. For like I feel dizzy, nauseous.
It's not, like that vertigo motion.
Yeah, it's
sickness.
vertigo, I guess, is a better word for it. Vertigo is what I would get.
Because I think I had the same thing. Anytime I turned it on, I was just like, ooh, bad idea. Off it goes.
Yeah, I do not know why the 2DS decided that it needed no hinge now. I don't know why.
Yeah, that was certainly a choice.
That was the decision. That I do not get.
Not sure.
I'm right here now. I don't think I'll ever get a Switch 2. I think if they make a Switch 2 Lite, I would be more inclined. Because being completely honest, rarely use it as a console. Rarely use my Switch as a console. It's certainly much more used as a handheld. Yeah, I don't know why.
I definitely can't claim that because I like being able to game from wherever I am. Like, I like to move to my living room. I like to move to my bed. I like to move to the den.
Yeah, that's what I'm
So
saying.
having something portable, I'm like, I'm here for that. I use
No,
my Switch
that's exactly what I'm
pretty
saying.
regularly if there's a game I'm interested in.
Yeah, I don't use it as a console, I was saying. So like the Switch Lite it doesn't have console feature. You know, it's just a handheld.
Oh,
So
you're
that's
talking
what I'm
about
saying.
TV hookup. I thought you were talking you don't really use it much in general.
Oh, no. It is certainly my like road trip, game. Like books.
You still need to beat Spiritfarer,
yeah,
so
I
it
know.
needs to be.
I read books last time, Mars, and if I'm being honest, now because
and you're gonna read books again.
Yeah,
so...
honestly, the bigger sinks are not the books. The bigger sinks are making all of the art night ribbons and making the cosplay. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I'm gonna make a new cosplay if we go to a convention next year. I don't think I have it in me, and I honestly kind of just want to wear the jacket. It's signed. It's cool. I just kind of want to
do it. There's a good story behind that jacket.
Yeah. I
think I'd still attempt to cosplay because I fucking love cosplaying. I don't know who I'd cosplay, though. That's the problem. Because now there's too many good options.
2DS XL. I don't like it being so big, Baz. I don't want an XL. I like the DS size.
Was always meant to be a portable device. If I can't fit it in my pocket, what is the point?
Yeah, that's why the Switch has a case, Penguin.
Although, did anyone
indeed,
ever do this with their 3DS? Like, I played mine a lot in high school. And the big thing that most people I knew, at least the ones in my immediate friend group did, was we just left our 3DSs on for the day to have that, what was it, Me Pass, I think it was? Where you pick up gifts from your friends and it gathers steps, and the more steps you gather, the more gifts you get, like that kind of thing.
Yeah, and it would connect to other people's 3DSs and stuff. Yeah,
I
took
was
that
the big
to
thing I
conventions
remember
a
in
ton
high
of time.
school. So many people just left their DSs in their backpack for the whole day.
Yeah, on and in your backpack. You never played it just to get that. Yeah,
you never played it, but you would check it when you get home and be like, "Oh, I passed this person. I passed this person. Oh, hey, I didn't know that person in my math class brought their DS. Cool."
That was the Picto chat of the 3DS.
It was. That was a good feature.
Yeah. What was useful but terrible for our vision? Oh, Street Pass. Street Pass. Yes, Street Pass.
Oh, Street Pass. Thank you.
Yes, you can't carry a 2DS in your pocket at all. It is a square. Yes, boy pants are an improvement. Sad. No, seriously, who the fuck cares your gender? Please get boy pants. Now, I do have to say, if you are AFAB, you have to be careful about what boy pants you get, though, because unfortunately, they are made different to an extent. Some boy pants,
this is how they get you,
will allow you to have classically feminine proportions of waist and hips and thighs. Not all boy pants will, though. But some men are cheeked up, so some pants will. But you do basically what I'm saying is, please try on the boy pants first. Because now, I will also say,
you know what women's fashion feels like? It feels like pay to win. Except there is no winning.
Have you ever watched?
Because the sizes are bullshit, the measures are bullshit, everything is bullshit.
I think I've mentioned this before, but there is a guy on YouTube Shorts, and he does little comic skits and stuff. And one of his main series is how women's clothing is made, basically. And it's just yes, Jenkins, what do you have for us today? And it's like, sizes that are based on numbers. And he's like, that's too straightforward. He's like, I'm not done yet, sir. Sizes that are based on meaningless numbers. He's like, oh, tell me more. And it's just like the people, like, you know, making the conspiracy about, like, women's clothes.
Oh, I know the guy you're talking about.
I'm gonna find
It took me a second. I had to think of the very specific voice. I know the guy.
Yeah.
Brilliant Jenkins.
Yes, Allie knows. Allie, are we the same person? Every time. I love it. Like, please. I love
I want to say the guy's name is Luke, but I'm not entirely sure.
Jenkins, what's wrong?
Load? Yes, Lucas Arnold.
Lucas, that was it. That was it.
I bet I can get Jenkins and clothing. Here we go. Give me the full playlist.
Epic.
All right, I am putting it in couch for those who want to watch. Every single one that I have seen of this is indeed literally
They're all
unhinged
very
penguin. They're accurate. They're very accurate. They're
all
on
on point.
They really hit. You could do it, Allie. You're getting
You got
there.
this. You could
I'm
do
gonna be
it.
honest, I don't know why you chose hashing and not, like, smudging, but it's looking good.
Hey, you know, let
It's just time
Allie
consuming.
be.
It's
If
just
that's what
time
Allie
consuming.
wants to do, then that's what Allie will do.
You're not evil clone at all. Well, you're not evil, Allie, so, you know, it works that way. Called it a
Yeah,
rainbow too.
Allie, you're not Iroh. If you were Iroh, then we might raise some eyebrows. But you're not Iroh.
That's insane, Bass. What the fuck? Non-binary? Yeah, really, Jesus. That is a rainbow text. My lord.
Sheesh.
Oh! I did not. I did not. I would say the overall expression is not the absolute cinema pose, but I can see.
It does look like it, doesn't it?
I think the eyes and the
Iroh's the
eyebrows
best Mason.
make it not the absolute cinema pose.
Speaking of Iroh, did you guys hear that season 2 of the live-action series is coming out?
No, because I don't care.
Time to rewatch the original again. Cause fuck that. I hate what they did to Sokka so damn much. Why did we think taking away a character arc
I
would
don't
make
think
a
about
stronger
it. It doesn't exist.
character?
There's
I
no
don't
live action in Bossing
know.
Say. There's no live action in Bossing Say. Just like there's no
I'm
live
sorry,
action
Ori,
Kim Possible in Bossing
I
Say.
have to wake you up to reality.
Nope, there's no live action in Bossing Say. I don't think about it. I don't know about it.
They decided to make Toph more feminine.
Let's just
I'm
take Atla and do literally nothing that it did the first time.
Yeah. How hard is that?
It's so hard, apparently.
Like they could have just copy
No,
and pasted.
for me, it really-
Why
it
did
really
they need
is
to
the-
change shit?
It really feels like that thing where it's like, it needs to appeal to more general audiences or whatever the fuck. And then it's like, so it
No,
appeals
also
to no
feels
one.
Like, oh, this is outdated, so we gotta update what honestly doesn't need updating.
Yeah.
Like honestly, the messaging that they're trying to fix was really progressive and still
yeah, that'd be
is,
like, oh, let's
it
update
holds up.
the Kim Possible, disability episode and somehow make it very ableist in the end. Like, what?
Yeah, like what are we doing?
Like, no, they kind of got it on the first one.
No, literally, the way they do that is if Kim just kept saving him over and over and his
Yeah.
chair did nothing. That
Well,
would be how they fucked
There
that
is
up.
an argument left and right about, like, the having a disabled character and then having their disability kind of, like, removed because of tech or heightened senses or other things. But the argument usually, and people try to use that against Toph, but the argument with Toph that people snap back is that, yes, while she has her, like, earth sense, it's not end-all be-all. Like, they are in the air, they are in the water, they are on the sand, and it does still give her issues. Even with her earth sense, there are still things like she can't see the pictures, and she can't see the, like, she has more, like, spatial awareness, so maybe she's not the equivalent of a fully blind person, right? But she is still very representative of, like, a in the blind community, because fully blind is not, you are classified as blind even if you can still see to a certain extent, right? And so, like,
yeah, there's a whole
still considered
spectrum
good
to the level of blindness,
but there is, like, a level of, like some people don't like Daredevil.
Let's clip that.
Because it's basically like, he's not blind because he has the other senses that make up, like, to the, like, extent. And that's, like, a big thing there, so you gotta be careful. Earthbender Daredevil, yeah.
It's a tricky balance to pull off.
That's insane. Bess, that's, yeah, wow. That's wild. Like, women's haircut and men's haircut at least, like, quote-unquote, means something in the sense of, like, how much they will have to do, right? But, like, what the fuck? A non-binary haircut would just be, like, you pick one of the sides that you want. There's, like, there's not a middle. Like, my understanding was always, like, women's haircuts are usually more expensive solely because there is more hair, so they do have to take
there's more hair
more
and there's
time. But if you are a
more
man
styling to do occasionally
with the same length of hair, you would still have to pay the higher price because, like, yeah, it's a styling thing, right? Like, while I have shorter hair for a woman, it is not men's short hair. They have to go in with the scissors and do the layers and do all this stuff. Like, there's stuff. Dylan gets a haircut, and 90% of it is being buzzed, right? Is you take the clippers, and they just go, like, so it's just physically faster, right? But it's just like,
More thinking Loot from Has Been.
Oh yeah,
you're
Loot,
talking about season 2
yeah.
Loot.
We haven't
not
gotten there
seen
yet,
it
but
yet.
Yang definitely as well. I don't know Daredevil
Yeah,
very
Yang's
well.
got another one.
Yeah, super mechanical. Yeah, that acts different. Exactly. Oh, yes.
Oops.
Ed's mechanical arm at least is not 100% all the time, and he has other shit to deal with. And it's like,
yeah.
Is it better than our current prosthetics? Yes, but it's still not a hundo. He still does have effects from it.
Well, he still has to maintain it. It still gets wrecked
yeah.
in a fight. Like, some of the big close calls in a lot of those fights is, oh shit, he broke his arm again. Now he can't use it to access his alchemy because he has to do the clap. So
we do gotta watch.
There's some stakes to that.
I have seen 3 of the songs at this point now, and I know we gotta watch. But Dylan and I watch it together, and that's really what we gotta do.
I can't wait to see the full context behind the Box and Alistair song. I love that it's a callback to the first song they did in season 1.
That is the one song that has not been spoiled for me. I do obviously know some of the plot points with it.
It's good.
The one really I'm really killer right now is Sarah's Confession.
Oh, what is it?
Sarah's Confession.
Confession. I almost thought it was Requiem.
I'm pretty sure it's Sarah's Confession because she's like at a confession.
No, you're right. It's Confession.
Yeah. That one is really good, and I am intrigued about Speaker. Also, like I heard Gravity, because they released that like as it came out or like before it came out, whatever.
Well, that was like
Gravity's
their
also really
pitch
good.
song almost, like the one to get you hooked on the new season.
I'm a little.
Cake is also back with the second season.
From what I have been spoiled about. Yeah, I love Sarah's Confession. Enthuse. I do enjoy Gravity. The sound is good. The other one that was spoiled for me is Nifty's song, which honestly is not something I would personally listen to, but it is funny in the context, that I understand.
It's funny in context. I don't think I would play that out loud.
I don't think I would play it. Yeah, I don't think it would be versus like I have sought out Sarah's confession after hearing it because it's like, oh, it's so good.
It's like, that's a good one.
I will say I'm intrigued but concerned about the narrative. I do know certain things that I am uncertain how I feel about, but I obviously do not have the full context. So I am curious. Right now, the biggest
thing. It's an interesting watch. That's for sure.
Well, I saw enough of the context in Deuce. We're back in twitching. No, you don't twitch.
Nice. Where the hell did my player go? I'm back.
Yeah, no, 100% Canadian Lucifer. And that's why I think, like, even though Felix has, like, the robotic chair, it is still a chair. And so he is still confined to that. And it is still, like, he can't fight with it like Kim can fight. He has to do other things. And it does, of course, get taken away, and he's still shown to not be like a bump on a log because of it. Like there is still other stuff happening.
I thought they balanced it pretty well.
What are we figuring out?
I don't know.
Yes, I do believe I am aware there are more songs than what I've listed. I am not over here seeking them out.
Songs.
I am literally, this is just like
trying to stay spoiler free.
I'm not trying that hard. Like, I'm gonna admit I'm not trying that hard, but I'm certainly not like going, let's listen to all the songs first. Like that is not my intention. It is more like Gravity came out first as, like, its own thing, so I was curious about what that is. And then, what are we knowing? In the first 4 episodes, there are 10 songs. How many episodes are there in Zeus? 1? That's insane. I am curious how they square that circle. 2, how many episodes are in the season? Is it still only 8? When are
did it still go with the 8 count?
And Evil. I don't know what an Evil is, but Outcast is coming back Monday, November 24th, this month, in a couple of weeks.
Yes.
Hello,
so
Bunkleton.
Get excited. A whole new adventure, Averett's official introduction, a new character you get to meet.
Don't push this anything away. Don't you forget I'll have to see.
Ooh, interesting.
So far, the ones that I know, one of them is a goofy one, to my understanding, but 2 of them I really do like. I am very curious. Good night, Federico.
Good night, Federico.
That's a lot of songs. There's a lot of songs like that. I will have to see how I feel about that. Because I do think there is a level of there can be too many songs. Very easily.
Yeah.
And so that, I will admit, that does do me a bit of a concern. 10 songs in 4 episodes is doing me a bit of a concern.
It's a lot.
That is a lot of songs. In my opinion...
That makes me nervous, because I really hope they didn't look at season 1 and be like, oh, everyone loved the song, so that's all we're gonna do.
In my opinion...
I really hope that was not the case.
Are pushing it with more than 2 songs in a 30-minute episode. In my opinion. I feel... So, like, obviously there's more than that in some of these episodes, because of 10 is more than 8.
But still, holy crap.
I disagree that they were the only good part, Mason. I will say that it was rushed. There's no question. And I do find that sad.
I feel like the lower episode count definitely hurt them.
That is
but I still
why
think there were some good moments.
I think it was interesting.
I like Charlie's.
I think it was, and that's why I
with
do.
Her dad. I like the Angel and Husk friendship development.
Yeah, they had a bunch of moments.
Alistair's definitely got some background
flow?
shit going on.
Songs are pretty short. Yeah, I am saddened by how short Sarah's confession is.
I would take an extended version of that.
When I go from a short, right? Like I watched an animatic to it. That's how I like learned about it. It was a Celestia and Luna animatic, which honestly, vibe. Really fucking good. And so I was like, oh my god, this sounds great. I need to hear the whole thing. And it's like, there was like one line more than what you heard.
It's like, it was an extra second longer. How worth it?
Little disappointing. Interesting news for I will have to see.
Animation increase.
3 and 4 are confirmed. That's good. That's good. If 3 and 4 are confirmed, I do hope that they will.
I hope that helped the pacing this season then. Because now they know they're getting more episodes. Hopefully that helps the pacing of the show. Because I think that was one of its biggest problems in season 1.
Yeah. I am intrigued. We will watch it. It really is just a Dylan and I need to sit down and do it and like get into a rhythm of it again. Because that is one we do watch together.
In my case, it's like there's just other stuff demanding my attention right now. I gotta catch up with Dr. Stone. I finally caught up with Gachiyasuda
I'm forcing Mars to catch up on Dr. Stone.
Season of Fiona and Cake.
Yeah, I saw that.
What else just came
That's
out?
my next thing, I guess. That's the one I gotta do.
Oh, season 2 Fiona and Cake?
Yeah. Well, that's not what I watch with Dylan or anything.
Heard shit goes down, so
I saw a short, and I am. We shall see. I was like, whoa, all right.
I really liked season 1. Like I really
enjoyed
Fiona
season
as a character. I like the adventure she went on.
If I'm being honest,
I'd love to see more of that.
I don't know
Fiona's
where we're
dealing with like feelings of inadequacy even after being a hero. So I'm curious to see what they do with that plot line.
All I'll say is I do feel like the one season was pretty concise, though. Like, I don't know a lot of where we're gonna go beyond that.
From what I hear, it seems like they're continuing to do something with Finn.
Yeah, there's
like
a Finn.
Adult Finn.
Yeah, which I'm also wary of, personally. But we shall see. God, I would not say.
I'm definitely not staying up. I gotta be awake tomorrow. I got a full school day.
See, this is not the absolute cinema face.
It's not the face, but the hands certainly aren't helping.
Yeah, the hands are the hands. They're doing a pose that other characters do all the time. It's reference. Guys, there's, mild, like, thing to think about when you look at Outcaste. I do a lot of pose similes, I guess, for lack of a better term.
Where I have no idea how to interpret that.
They like come back.
Oh.
Every pose is specific, you know.
Repetitions.
Analogous. You're seeing them again in other absolute Outcaste. In other
it rhymes like poetry.
Yeah, it rhymes. I do a lot of rhyming poses. That's a good way to put it. So I'm
callback.
Yeah, so I'm very curious for you guys for especially y'all conspiracy, but for everyone to kind of see that. I hinted at one today, and I didn't hint. I pointed one out today, basically.
It wasn't so much a hint as much as it was a neon sign.
But I didn't know to wear. They didn't show to wear, so you know.
True.
It's not like a spoiler. It's more like a, oh, how do we interpret this?
Like, ooh, this little piece of the equation.
Gardwan is a chicken confirmed. I don't know where he's putting that, but,
Ah, god damn it. Your shirts and your pants are open lines so they didn't get fused.
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
I'm
I'll
not
take
really that
care of
sorry.
it. It's okay. I can fix it.
This is what you get for working with me.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. All right, let's see. What are we doing here? We're going to put a layer under this.
I really want a game that will obviously never exist unless we make it. And I really want the Ace Attorney Investigations 3 game with the younger versions of the people. And it'll never exist officially, unfortunately. I would be really fucking shocked. But Dylan loves the concept of it too, and I'm like
that would be so cool.
I'm like, we got everybody but the coder.
Literally.
Got everybody but the coder.
We got the writer, we got the voice actors. Oh, nope, I took away too much paint.
So it got significantly bigger. No. Not Gregory Edgeworth, Von Karma. Investigation. And specifically Von Karma's descent into perfection, I guess. Where it does start, and then it progressively gets
worse.
Because there's everybody else there also progressively getting bad or just being bad originally. And it's like, man, Dylan and Mars,
you don't have to grow bad. You could just start out that way.
Dylan and Mars could write this really well. It'd be super fun to do the art for, but no, we got 1, no time, and 2, nobody to code it.
Perhaps one day. Today is not that day.
I think you could interpret it as there is a level, especially there. Trying to think of if this would be spoilers or not. There was talk. It's not spoilers. There was talk about whether Franz would have known about her father's forgeries and stuff. And in that conversation, we talked about how it's it didn't really happen that way all the time, if I remember correctly. And then it wasn't every time, and it was so it was it would be more his descent into breaking the law to enact his, to keep his perfect record, right? So it's he's winning cases normally because he's good, right? But then we get to the part, it would have to be originally. It would have to be because DL6 is a turning point, right?
Yeah.
Because it would have to be leading up to...
That's the moment that cements it for Von Karma.
Whatever the fucking flashback one in the second game is. That, I don't remember the label of that case. But, leading up into that... Yeah, I'm being very specifically vague, Allie. I don't want to have to worry because honestly, I don't want to go into it so hard. So you're helping keep it at the surface level. And yeah, so DL6 is obviously the turning point. So well that. So I think we would get to that point. I think the first case is through luck, right? He's actually putting away actual murderers, right? But then we get to the point where we start having the win streak is getting to him now, like all this sort of stuff. Maybe people are whispering in his ears about things, like certain characters that I will not name, but he starts getting like, oh, he's on his high horse, like everybody's touting him right now. He's got to keep it up, right? He can't fucking lose that, even if he knows how the even if he knows the person is actually not guilty. He has to keep the perfect record, right? Now there's pressure on him for being perfect, right? For having perfection. And having that sort of descent into getting to the point where he does what he does in that one case, then leading into DL6, right? And that's where it ends. I would say that's like in the timeline scheme of things, right? That's the end. Like, it would go up to where it is in that flashback case, obviously, which leads into DL6. And so it's like, that's where it would end.
Okay, I think that's
gotta tase people before they take important evidence. I think it could be really interesting. I think Dylan and Mars could make something really, really cool. Especially with all the other characters we have, and sort of because I guess my argument is that, like, I think it would be very difficult for all those characters to start out the way they are. At least in our legal system, a lot of times
something would have had to happen.
Yeah,
to push
it
them
is.
down
It is.
that
You
path.
get there because going through all the effort to take the bar, to do the schooling, to take the bar, it's a lot of work and it's a lot of money.
So there has to be some initial drive there.
So I think there has to be something, to make them want to go. Like I think my other argument is like the judge, right? The judge kind of has like a senile streak going for him, but in real life, you have to be really fucking good at your craft to be a judge. Like, there is a level of, politics involved. But so what happened to him, right? We obviously know, we know that one character had an actual explicit dissent. I will not elaborate further.
Yep. No spoilers here.
What's very interesting, Bass, is while yes, the Supreme Court has some certain things, the idea is that those people still were, lawyers in their own right at one point. Like that is a benefit we have. They're not in there.
They had to work their way up to that position.
Yeah,
that's
not
the
in there.
They want you to be knowledgeable in your field before you get that.
Sure, but you did have to do the schooling. You did have to do the bar vet. You did have to be an exceptional lawyer to an extent to become a judge. Like, you do have to have all this experience. And it's like, in the past, it was like non-existent, right? Lovely penguin. Back in the day, you were a judge because you were like a lord. You were a judge because you were rich. Like there was literally no.
Yeah, there was no criteria.
There was
except
no
be rich.
bar, quote unquote, to be a judge. So nowadays there is a level of intellectual stuff
There's
going
a level
on.
of you must know what you are doing
in this field. That doesn't make it not classist
field.
at all, because obviously schooling costs money, and taking the bar
still very
exam costs
classist.
money and all this stuff. But you are still forced to go through that. Like you do still have to pass the bar. So there is a level. But come on, it'd be a fun game.
It would.
I mean, the other option is Investigations Franziska.
Yeah.
But honestly, I think exploring the other characters is more interesting.
Because there's so
There's so much there.
potential
Also because,
there.
like, everybody loves
There's
Franziska.
so many
you know?
questions.
Like, everybody loves Franziska. So it's like...
Who doesn't?
That's not like a... It's not a cool new idea.
God, Axis, you have so much goddamn hair.
Knows German. He did move away, though it's not explicitly said that he moved to Germany, but it would make sense that he did. And then, it would make sense that he did. And then he does like to go back there when he runs away to places. So I would have to assume, yes, I would headcanon that he knows German.
I would say so.
And thus, obviously, Franziska does. Obviously, Franziska knows German. Yeah, as Interpol. Interpol wouldn't be... I know that I had mentioned this before, but there is people working on
spoilers.
Franziska-centric fan game. I can't remember what they call it.
That comes to fruition.
They seem to have made significant progress. Sadly, I can't look into it too much because, like I said, Trucy is on the cover, so it's like, can't do this yet.
Spoiler timeline. Yes.
Okay. I will say, Franziska Investigations game would be pretty great because we could get more Lang out of that then. Like, a lot more Lang out of that. Because Lang would be her gumshoe in that game. And then she would get a new weird girl. Because she would have to.
Yeah. I mean, this is the rule.
That's just the formula. We keep Lang, we get new weird girl. And then, of course, there's whatever other character we want to add.
It's the perfect balance. Ooh, maybe Franziska adopts Emma as a weird girl.
Kind of got her own thing going on a lot, and she's in the next game too, so it's like, Emma's kind of accounted for. I would say, I think she needs a new weird girl. I think it would have to be a new weird girl.
Would it be a weird girl or a weird man?
So, that one's tough.
Because that's what we need to determine.
That one is tough. And I guess the math would work out for it to be a weird guy, right? A weird boy.
Yeah, because so far Eddie is our... Nope, I'm not saying anymore. Fuck. Never mind. Never mind.
But
see, this is what happens. I get too into the talk, and then I'm like, oh shoot.
Emma's not a one-off. Emma's not a one-off, Allie. Emma's the only character that gets to span like a lot of games. If I'm being honest, Emma's surprisingly prolific. Huh. Wow. If only we just didn't have Lotta. Everything would be better.
You know, small victories.
That would be pretty great. Lucy, that would be pretty great. Yeah, Emma does. Emma does survive the meteor.
She does. Shame no one else does, though.
Well, that's something for... Soul Survivor, indeed. She really does it, Allie. So Allie. I'm debating I'm debating how I want to ask the question, so you can decide if you want me to continue or not.
This is a shoulder. I want to say this is shoulder food.
I won't do it. I'll just move on. But
I'm pretty sure that's shoulder food.
I think that just the way that the games go is that if there was a Franz investigation game, you would have to add new characters. Because, like, don't get me wrong, I love returning characters. It's great. Top tier. There's definitely characters that need to come back more than they do. Which is sometimes never. And that's sad.
Thank you.
And I'm saddened by this. And it's really upsetting that they do that. However, I will say there is a level of, I think you gotta get some new blood in there sometimes. I do think that there's a level of return where it's like, if the game is all returning characters, you kind of lose it, you know? Like in this hypothetical Manfred von Karma flashback game, right? You would get yeah, exactly, Penguin. You got to get some new stuff.
Oh, this is the shoulder floof. Okay, I found
That's
it.
good, Allie. That's good.
I found
That
the
is
shoulder
true.
floof. There you are.
That is true. But my brain died. Like,
I was
in
staring
this
at this for the
hypothetical,
longest time. I'm like, something's not right.
in this hypothetical, young Manfred von Karma game, well, there would be a fair amount of characters we do get to see young because that's fun. He would get his own weird girl, and he would get his detective, right? Because we know that the one detective, while would be around, was not his detective. Ooh, and we could bring back that father character that I'm not gonna say the name of, but he would be around too, mathematically.
And we get to see him in action?
Well, I'd have to do the math, actually. He might be too
I
young.
think it would work.
Depends on how far back we're going. That father, yeah.
Oh, we'll be like any good Ace Attorney game and skip around.
That's true. I would say that there is a big opportunity because Manfred is so old by the time we meet him, right? He's like 65 or whatever. Allie, have you ever seen The Adventure Zone? Specifically Bureau of Balance arc, the first arc?
The best arc.
Yes, the best
Fight
arc.
me.
Oh no, 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 Vass! Don't spoil it!
Ah! Bass, no! Think of Allie!
For those who have seen The Adventure Zone Bureau of Balance, well, listened, I guess. Or seen, if you read
Or
it.
read.
Yeah. But,
Because it is a comic, too.
There's basically a big jellyfish in a tank that is able to take words and remove them from everybody's in the universe's mind, and you can get these words back if you drink the water of the jellyfish. But so when somebody who knows the thing talks about it to somebody who is not inoculated, it basically sounds like static over certain words. So it would be like, yeah, it was about when Edgeworth in the with and a rubber chicken. And so that's just what I'm imagining.
That's the vibe.
It's funny, with not talking about spoilers. But yeah, there would be a lot of opportunity to hop around because you can have it could literally be Von Karma's first case, right? Is the tutorial. So he's young, 20s, right? And you have maybe it's Judge's first case too, right? And maybe it's Gant's first case, so he's the gumshoe in that one, right? Because he ends up the police commissioner, so he would have started at one point as a detective, right? So maybe it's his first detective case, right there.
How did that work?
And we have that. And then the sidebar character could be the character in this game that's a prosecutor, right? In the game we're playing. That could be the sidebar, the Grossberg, right? Imagine that. Well, no, he wouldn't be competent in math because it's his first case. So he would still be kind of dumb, right? He'd still be kind of dumb. You got thoughts on Gant? We love to hear your thoughts on Gant, Allie. Because, Allie, when you finish this, you gotta watch our playthrough of Rise from the Ashes on the videos. At minimum, you gotta watch the redirect, because we have thoughts on Gant, too. And some of us have very different thoughts on Gant than others of us.
Thoughts on Gant, and we have thoughts on Rise from the Ashes in general.
Well, that's a separate thing. That you should listen to just the very last stream of it.
I'll say this, we ranted for a very long time.
They're about the same age.
They
How?
are? What?
Damn it. He should have been older. He should have been a little older. Alright. New character it is, then.
Suppose so.
Because Payne's younger than Von Karma, so Payne wouldn't have been around. I mean, I get
Now that's true pain.
Yeah. Good night, Mason.
Night, Mason.
Alright, new character there. Still.
New character
would
it
be
is.
a fun first case. And then you get the next case. We could move forward. I'm gonna ask. I don't know if I can look up or not. How old
I would recommend
is...
proceeding with caution.
I'm not gonna look it up.
Can we get our Ace Attorney keepers to look it up for us?
Yeah, I put it in stream. Somebody answered that question for me. That is true, Penguin. Fast, don't fall for the Mars propaganda! Payne's first case.
What propaganda?
But the problem is, Enthuse, is that, Payne and Von Karma would be on the same side. Right? They're all prosecutors.
Yeah,
we
Payne
need a
is a
defense
prosecutor.
attorney. And the only other defense attorneys we know are too young, I'm pretty certain. The question isn't streamed. Ooh, somebody replied to me.
Ooh.
Okay, yeah, so we could move... So, what's the math? Von Karma was 65 when he died, I believe, is the thing. So let's say he's 25 for his first case. That's a pretty that's like
that
a
sounds
young
about right.
That's a young but actually average. I'm pretty sure like Dylan was not a Dylan started as a lawyer at about 25, 26, and he's on the young side for that. So I think putting Von Karma at 25 is pretty good. So that would be minus 40 years. So then we could jump ahead. So if the first case is him at 25, right? If we put the second case as him in his 40s, we could have the character that I just asked the name about be involved as well. And thus we could have his detective be part of it, and that defense attorney be part of it. Ooh, I am overlooking Grossberg, but Grossberg's the same age again. The problem is that everybody kind of maxed out at Von Karma age. There's literally... Judge doesn't have a defined age. And I'm pretty sure Grossberg is the same age as Von Karma as well. Hammond is younger. Hammond's roughly this other guy I asked. So Hammond could be the defense attorney at one point as well. That'd be interesting. But again, I don't
see
want to
that
bring
happening.
back too many people. If we're keeping it investigations, we're keeping it investigations. I think Grossberg would be interesting just because of the case that they did the thing. I mean, I made Grossberg hot.
Yeah.
All I'm saying, I think he'd be fine.
He was always hot. He just needed some confidence.
Yeah, I think I don't want him to be like super skinny. I kind of hate the trope that it's like you really like lose yourself a lot in aging, because I don't think that happens as much as you think. There's a point. No. I like him being a little plump still. He just
He's
needed to
gotta
be
be
unwrapped.
a little,
Yeah, we're
Chubb.
just unwrapping people.
Just
I
a
said
little.
that today, Penguin. I don't remember how that came up, but I did mention that because it is
I
too
think
real.
it was Grossberg who came up.
No, I like talked about it like completely outside of stream. I think I mentioned it to Dylan.
Oh. Because sworn I saw that posted somewhere in Discord.
Well, no,
too.
Penguin started it in Discord, but then I mentioned
I see.
it because of Penguin to Dylan today. That's what I was trying to get at. Yeah, but that's not twink. Now we're in twunk territory, you know?
Yeah,
Otter
there's a
I see him
difference.
being otter territory. We're in like otter territory, you know? My understanding is a bear has to have a significant more hair. Grossberg does not.
Yeah, that's
in
what I
my
thought a bear
mind.
was.
It's got to be.
I mean,
little
granted, we
gruffer
don't know
for a
what's
bear.
on Grossberg's chest.
Technically not, but I see him as like a soft Pillsbury Doughboy. You know, like I don't see him as like
A hairy
a
doughboy?
bear. Yeah, like Bad is a bear. Axis is a
Bad
yes.
could be a
Axis is a
bear.
bear. Yes, without question.
Oh, Axis is very much a bear. Look at all this
Axis
hair I'm
is
drawing.
the most bear character I've
Look
I've
at
done.
all this goddamn fur, you guys. We got hair, we got shoulder
You can't
fur,
say
we got chest fur.
Pillsbury Pillsbury.
I guess that's what you use when you're repping the best of both.
That's pretty great. Ooh,
When you're a
that
Pillsbury
sounds
and a
great,
bear.
Bess. Yeah, you can't say I don't span the gambit, guys. You can't say that. I rep lots of different body types. You gotta say. You gotta say.
Same body syndrome is not a problem over here. Gotta be honest. Same body syndrome is not an issue.
I am proud to say that while I do enjoy drawing my twinks and twunks, they are certainly not all I got. And I will have them in my thing. And I do consider them all hot. Axis is still very hot. Guard 2, still a adorable cutie, would smash. And
He could be a looker.
Perry, unhinged as he's gonna be,
Perry-
would still smash.
Perry is gonna be somebody's favorite,
still
and I'm so
smash.
curious to see whose favorite Perry is gonna be.
Would still smash.
Cause I'm gonna be side-eyeing you, no lie. I'm gonna be side-eyeing like, oh, so that's what you're into, hmm?
Dylan's a Milano stan. I gotta say, I think it would be difficult. He may like Perry in the end. I don't think he will, though. I think he'd like Barnett more as a villain. Oh, I skinned it best. Hell yeah, it's a buffet. See, exactly. All different kinds. Yeah, I mean...
It's a buffet.
Oh, Gotti. No, no one can change
I'm
my
sure
mind
I'm the
either,
first one
Allie.
to make that joke.
Honestly, the reason this is taking so fucking long is because I don't have my boy. Literally, this is no joke.
It's so
All
hard
the
when you're not
hangouts-
drawing the characters you're familiar with.
Or just the like, not even that. Even the hangout arcs, it was like, yep, this is certainly like, gotta get through it, gotta get through it. Obviously, happy to draw Hotsun, so it was easier. But the second like Milano came back in entry, what was it, 6? I think that's the math.
Here
6.
comes the boy.
I fucking blazed
Hello,
through that.
boy. Welcome, he is here.
Because it's just my lad. But sometimes you gotta do other shit in the story.
Yeah, sometimes other characters exist to help further the plot.
And I
help
want them to-
explain
oh my God,
details of the
that's lovely.
world. It's like,
Bass, you
God
gotta tell your
damn
friend
it.
that's absolutely lovely. Oh my gosh. That's
A
adorable.
snow bear. Ooh, I need to see this.
That's incredibly high quality as well. I love its shape. Squoosh. Adorable.
Oh, that's cute. That's really, holy crap, there's paws and everything.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Your friend is insane at this.
I
Holy
gotta be
crap.
honest. I was literally expecting like a normal snowman, and you gave him like ears and a nose. So like that's nuts. It is.
He's
perfect.
got a muzzle.
Okay.
This is top tier. That
So,
is top
Allie,
tier snow construction. I have no notes.
I want to specifically state a difference between. The terms are always annoying to me because I don't put. Obviously, Guard 1 and Guard 2 are on a different level of side character than Ferrix and Aster and Sinnet, which are still on a different level of side character than Saiga and Perry and,
well, this is where
Andy
you
and
also
Onyx, right?
determine the difference between side character and extra as well.
Side character, extra, and like supporting cast. Like I do think there's a
There's
third
so much
level
terminology.
in there. And the reason,
What makes it so confusing is everyone uses those terms interchangeably.
yeah.
Which I think leads to
And
even more
so, you know what?
confusion.
I'm going to talk about it in tiers. We're going to talk about it in tiers. You have tier
Yeah.
1, which is
That's the
the
best way to do
character the story is about. Okay, that is tier 1. At the highest
Yeah,
tier,
that's the
this is the
main
character.
That's
Oh.
the protagonist.
Yes, you can have 2 characters, but you're really not getting more than that, and it will still likely focus more on one character than the other. Just kind of how it goes. Just kind of how it is. This is the character that you will likely hear the most inner thoughts about. And what's interesting, when you have a comic, right?
Tier 1 is not Guard 1. No, 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 no.
When you have a comic, I think it can be easy to be confused about whose point of view you are looking through, and the reason I say that is because that character is still going to be, you're still looking at it in third person, right? You're always looking at a comic in third person.
Unless you do a direct POV shot, which sometimes we do.
But that's a very specific thing. That's not a thing. But Hotsun is obviously the tier 1 character, right? It is his thoughts we hear about. It is his journey we are following. And it is how everybody interacts with him and how all of everybody's interactions affect him and how he affects everybody else. Obviously, there are interactions that aren't directly involved with him, but they still overall point to Hotsun, okay? It is Hotsun's journey we are telling, and thus he is the main character. He has the point of view 90% of the time. Then you have the tier 2 characters, which are basically very next under this. This is where I think, like, even if you do have Deuteragonist, like, they're probably going to be tier 2. You are probably still going to follow one more than the other. Obviously, Milano is tier 2, and Avrit is tier 2. We are going to see a lot of them, and it is specifically that 3 group that play off each other in similarities and differences, and we're not so different, you and I, and all this sort of shit, right?
Basically, the secondary protagonist.
Yeah.
You got the main protagonist and then the secondary protagonist.
Exactly. And so those three are the most important characters by far. Okay? That doesn't mean we don't love everybody else, but they are the ones that matter the most. They're the ones you will see the most. They're the ones that you need to nail down the most, right?
They're the ones you need to pay attention to.
That need the most effort. Okay? They know the form. And yeah, truly.
From there, I would say you move into the supporting cast, because that's what Sinnott, Ferrix, and Aster are.
Yes.
Is they're the supporting cast. They still have their own deal going on. They still have their personalities, and they're still going to have a little bit of them developed.
And they do have significant backstory.
What I noticed, the biggest difference with supporting characters versus protagonist characters is that protagonist characters, typically their arc lasts for the majority of the story, right? Because it's the main part of the story. It's the main part of the plot. It's usually where the central theme lies. A supporting character, they can still have all that good stuff. And this is where it hit me last night, funnily enough, with Gachi Akuta. Ori texted me after I watched the episode. She was like, I think the next episode is going to go into Zanka, one of the supporting characters' backstories. Now, the main character, Ruto's whole arc, is clearly going to last for the majority of the story. The entire season, however many seasons it is, because he's the focal point.
He's the tier 1 main character.
Other character, exactly. Meanwhile, this other character, this supporting character, Zanka, as soon as Ori told me that, I was like, oh, okay, he's going to get development in this next episode.
In an arc.
Right now, in this quick blip of time,
and
then that'll be like what we get, and maybe we'll get a little more later. So I find, like, with supporting characters, it's usually done in a quick moment. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's over a couple episodes. In the grand scheme of time, it's rather short. You know, like the physical amount of time.
So you still dedicate time to them, but definitely not as much time.
Yeah.
As you would a tier 1 or a tier 2
They have character growth within an arc. They don't have the full season, and their arc and their growth ends the series, right? Like that I think is a great way to put it.
Yeah.
But of course, they still matter to the story of the tier 1 and tier 2 characters, right? Like they still matter to that. Otherwise, why have them? I think then you hit tier 4, which is
because that's the important thing with all the characters in your story, whether they be side characters, supporting characters, tier 1, tier 2. Everyone supports the story you're telling. Like no character is a throwaway character.
I also think
I feel like that could be a very tricky balance to pull off.
I also think at tier 3, you still have like a definitive backstory.
Exactly, Penguin. Exactly.
Yeah, 100%.
Side quest chains, single side quest. Like, that's a good way to think of it.
At this tier 3, the characters still do have like a backstory, right? Like they do still have something that you can pin down as to how we got here. You can pin down as a specific, like, this is why they are the way they are. Whether or not... So
you could still flesh them out.
Yeah, but that is only a portion. I think tier 4 is the first point where you get named characters that are reoccurring, important to the story, but do not have concrete backstories. We do not know.
I would call those the side characters.
Yeah, we do not know. I think that's Axis, that's Saiga, that's Perry, that's Andy, that's Onyx. They matter to flesh out the other characters. They must have distinct...
Or to flesh out the world. That's a lot of what's happening in the tally marks entry, is that we're fleshing out the world.
They exist, and they have distinct personalities that need to be recognizable. You need to understand to an extent that they will take certain actions. Like they need to be expected, right? You need to write them enough where it's like, oh yeah, Saiga doing this makes sense, Perry doing that, but you don't need to know their backstory. They do not have a fully fleshed out backstory. The second group of pirates is also going to be like that, right? They do not have a fully fleshed out group of backstory. They are here to move the narrative along. They have distinct personalities, so you can expect how they will react to things and what they will do, but they are not fully, totally fleshed out, having
But they don't get as in-depth exploration. Typically, I also find, like, some side characters have completed their arcs.
Yes.
Now, that's not always the case, but a lot of the time, side characters can fall into that role of, this is what the main character needs to achieve in order to reach closure.
Seeming like.
I would argue that too, because in
Folo,
in the show, he's fulfilling Rudo's father figure role along with Engine. Like, he's giving him another perspective to listen to.
100%. And then you have, I think, extras is the good one. These are characters that exist to inform a role. They do not exist to inform a personality. Guard 1, Guard 2, the
very much
shopkeepers we're going to meet, they exist to literally be a vehicle of the world. Their personality does not have to be distinct. Guard 1 fills the role of asshole jail warden, right? Like, that is, he is a stereotype. Extras are usually stereotypes.
The personality is still distinct, but do we know how he got here? Do we know why he's here? Do we know? No.
And we don't need to get to the point
also no
where we're relating to him. You know, like, we don't need, that is not the goal. Whether or not people do is a side thing.
That's the thing.
But that is not the goal of having, like, I can expect things from this character. And they won't usually return, right? They exist in the place. They exist in the role. They do not exist in the story, if that makes sense, right? Guards 1's place is here in this jail. We will not...
In the case of Gachiakata, to keep pulling examples from that, these are the traffickers that Rudo comes across in episode 2.
Yes. Yeah. So they exist, they do a thing, they specifically are there not to be individual characters with personality. They are
literally
there to
deliver information about life in the pit.
They are to treat the
That's what they exist for.
They are to treat the other characters in a specific way. It is how they inform the other characters, right? Yeah, and that happens, Bass. People are
you're certainly allowed to, Bass.
You know, but yeah, the guards lack depth, 100%.
We ain't stopping you.
They have no depth at all. They are walking stereotypes. And then lastly, you have the complete, like, this is a character that doesn't do anything, that doesn't say. They are to make it so that the world feels like there are more people in it than the talking ones, right? The silent ones. The fully...
I would call those
set
extras
pieces.
And the ones we just finished describing background characters.
Okay. I'm calling them more like set pieces.
I'm sorry, I'm still eating my pumpkin.
Right, they're more like set pieces. They are the equivalent of the tree or the stand, right? Like, they are to make the scene.
They're there to fill out the world.
They are not to progress anything else. They are literally...
They make
like
the
that.
World feel lived in.
Yeah.
I think is the biggest importance.
Yeah, do it, Bass.
Important role they
Anything
serve.
to get them into Outcaste.
Oh, yes, Bass, please.
I don't have a bear color yet, but there is one on the way. There is one planned, actually. You did it, Allie. You did it.
Woo!
Oh, poor pencil. Amazing.
You know what I did in the
enough
meantime?
time. Finish?
I finished this entry.
I didn't.
I'm done.
I only completed 1, 2.
Ooh, that means I have
4
content to put
panels?
on my social media. Yay!
You do. Which we will do tomorrow. I mean, you can do now, of course, but we will do tomorrow.
It's gonna be
And,
tomorrow.
It'd be a 0 out of 10. That's what it'd be. Yeah, 100%. But yeah, so
I'll give you guys the power couple panel again.
To then
There we go.
quickly, Allie, just draw this back into the designing aspects. You slowly put less and less effort into them, right? You make them less and less distinct, and you care about the look less and less and less, right? So at that Hotsun, Milano, Avrit level,
Background
they
characters are typically more simplified And then you get more detail the higher up in the tiers you go.
How Hotzen, Milano, and Avrit look really matters in a character's design standpoint. How their clothes are, what they wear, what they decide to wear, how the colors are, how their hair is, how they work together and off of each other, how they are foils and similar, right? Like all of these things, it does matter. Then you get to like the Ferrix, Sinnet, Aster level, where it still does matter how they look. They still need, but they matter slightly more as to how they look compared to Milano, right? Because Milano, their touch point, obviously they have their own personalities, so they do look all different, but they do still have to be in Milano's group, right? They are now based off of Milano, right? And then you have, you know, we're getting into the
design-wise especially.
Yeah, exactly, design-wise. And then you get versus, and now you have Saiga, Perrin, Andy, Onyx, right? They all have uniforms, but they do have the uniforms slightly different from each other, right? Avrit's uniform, while he wears the same uniform as Saiga and Perrin, the way they wear the uniform is different, right? Then Andy and Onyx have a different uniform, but how they wear the uniforms from each other is different, right? That makes them distinct enough from each other. Then you get to Guard 1 and Guard 2, and any other characters at this level, they are going to not wear their uniforms differently than the main way to wear their uniform, right? They will wear the uniform in the basic bitch indistinct way, the way the uniform was meant to be worn, because all they are is a military guy, is a guard, right? They do not have
they're
fancy
cookie cutters,
things. They
cogs in the
fancy
system.
Stuff. They are, they exactly. Now callers, of course,
and specifically cogs in our system, because they help push the story along.
Callers, of course, do get to just inherently be slightly more fancy than regular humans, because being based off animals. But so what you then distinct them by is their clothes. Axis will not have a distinct, this is his color, like the rest of the crew do, right? Axis will have basic shirt. I mean, right now he doesn't have a shirt, he has basic pants, right? All this sort of, he is not going to be particularly standoutish in that way. You will recognize him because he will be coming around, you know, he will be often, but he will not have the same, like, inherent fashion sense that the rest of the callers have, right? The rest of the Outcast crew has a distinct, like, I understand how these characters think about how they dress. If that makes any sense.
That's how we're able to make so many AUs of them.
So many AUs, so many just different general outfits, and they still feel the same, because I can get into the head of Milano about how he would choose clothes, right? Mm-hmm. That's what matters. What is Milano's fashion decisions? And now, I say that like it's like, it does not have to be that crazy. When I'm thinking about Milano, I'm thinking about he's gonna show off as much of his collar features as possible. He is not put together, so he's not gonna button up all his shirts. He's not gonna wear, you know, a ton of stuff. And he does not like a lot of fabric, so he's constantly going to be in vests, not full-length jackets. He's constantly going to have the cutouts. He really doesn't wear full pants. He does not wear shoes. You know, Milano does not wear shoes. He, you know, all these sort of things. And red is a main facet of his color scheme. So red has to be a main feature. Yeah, Guard 1 would be the bailiff, exactly. And so
he would.
That is sort of how I think about it, right? Same with Ferrix, same with Aster, same with Sinnet. They all have that level of, I know how they would dress. But then you get, like I said, into the background, they'll just have the one outfit. They'll just have, I don't think about how they dress. I will think about how they dress for the world, not how they dress for themselves, right? The way they dress is to imply the world building and their status. It is not to imply their character. And so, I mean, I fall into it a little too, Allie, by the fact that, like, Guard 1 has a distinct face. Guard 2 has a distinct face. That's always going to happen to me because that is something I enjoy doing. That is how people look in real life. But obviously, if I made every single character very distinct overall, you start to lose the levels of how important they are. And you don't want to do that. And then, Allie, I'm gonna say my very last comment on, you're struggling designing characters. Don't think about it so hard. And I'm really gonna say that while there was a level of thought that is put into every, Milano and Hotson's and Ferrix and everybody's character design, I going to tell you it's not the level that it sounds like I've done. If that makes any sense. I started with a vibe, and then from there, it just sort of like molded itself together. And I think what really is important is to do... So okay, we struggled to design outfits. I know we're going a little time. I'm going to make this one quick. But when you think about designing outfits, I would not think about fashion, right? I would not think about I would think about function, and not only in how the clothing is allowing the character to function, but what the clothing is implying about the character.
What does the clothing tell about the character and the world?
So Milano, I'm going to go back to Milano because Milano is very easy. Milano wears specifically a vest that is implying a level of pirate status, right? It has the lapels, it has the long back, makes it look like a cape. That does give him a leaderly level of thing, but he is not put together. So he has a basic shirt, it's untucked, and then the pants that make it functional for their legs, right? He has the cutouts in the shirt that make it functional for his scales. He doesn't tie his, yeah, exactly. The clothes make the man, right? He doesn't tie his ties of his shirt, right? They hang down. You then see it with Ferrix, right? He has the too big of a shirt for him. He also doesn't tie his thing, but he is slightly more put together than Milano is. His shirt is tucked in. The function of his pants is it does have to allow him to do his range of motion, right? And all of that sort of thing. It
also shows off a lot of his scales as well.
Exactly.
So knowing how people feel about colors typically in this universe, you can look at how he wears his clothes and infer a little bit into that design choice.
We see it with Everett. Everett wears the military naval officer uniform, but he rolls up the sleeves. Okay? So instead of wearing it the prim and proper way, he is mildly rebelling against that. So it shows that he is not 100% a cookie cutter by the book character, right? Versus you'll see Saiga wears her uniform proper, unrolled sleeves, all that. Then you'll see Perrin has no sleeves. He has ripped them off. He's removed them, okay? For a reason that I won't go into. But they're all wearing the military uniform. They're all united. You can see they are part of the same group. But how they wear that
have a good time zone,
uniform,
Penguin.
Yes, have a good time zone. We should go as well. Is the important part. If you remind me to talk about this more on Thursday, I will, because we can.
I love talking about design elements, especially where they cross over into storytelling. Like, this is my
100%.
jam.
So, if you guys want to hear more about that, and you want me to actually go into more depth, because I can talk about flair as well, and all this sort of stuff, and I can even go over the OCs will be gratitude harboring, and see what I would infer from their outfits and things like that.
Ooh, that'd be a good way to tie it in.
You really do. So, yes, remind me on Thursday, guys, while we'll be doing Paper Demon stuff. And thank you all for coming. Like the video. And thank you to our YouTube channel
new video
members.
of Cold Front came out today. Check that out.
New video of Cold Front came out today. I'm just checking if we got that, if we hit 15. We did not. We're not at 1,500 yet. Guys, go ask your friends.
Maybe Thursday.
Somebody
maybe
get
Thursday.
somebody to subscribe, okay?
Please. Bass, if you're still here, get your bear friend.
Yeah. All right.
Get your
Have
snow
a
bear
lovely
friend.
night. We'll see you guys Thursday. Good night.
See you on Thursday, guys. Have a good one.